Your attention, please.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go!
How do you do? Mighty pleasant greeting.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers.
Space Mountain!
Yo ho, yo ho. 'Cause this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
I'm holding up like a gangster. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mousetopia podcast. We are here! Yay! Yes,
We're only a month. Wait,
double checking.
Wait, are you recording?
That's we're recording.
All right.
We're recording.
You know us. We always have this. Anyways,
Technical difficulties.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. This
Welcome
is
back.
So this episode was a month late. 2 weeks late.
Guess why, guys?
Why are we? Why is this our 40th episode?
Why?
Why was it 2 weeks late?
Because I had COVID.
And the thing is about COVID is that we've always acknowledged that this show started because of COVID.
Part of it.
It's
Such a big part of it.
And then, my first episode as an official host was after we both got COVID.
Yep.
And then this is our 40th episode, and we had, big plans for
Numerous episodes of other episodes before.
Yeah, like always the 5th episode, 30th, 35th. We always had El Guapo on. The last time we were supposed to record a big episode with El Guapo, he got COVID.
Yep. 35 volume 1.
So basically, every 5 episodes, one of us can get COVID. Yeah. And I joke that, I'm due for it. I mean, I think you're just like resilient to it. They can't get you any worse.
Yeah.
Well, I had it twice already. I was like one of the first ones in our hospital that got COVID.
You were the first one I
And then of all the
I was
stories,
patient zero.
You're patient zero.
So they used to call me
stories I've
COVID
heard about
man.
COVID, like you have the worst stories.
Yeah. But you got it pretty bad. And I remember that. You were like with your, I think your cousin had it too because you guys shared the room.
Yeah, we shared the room.
And you guys were you were super sick and you were there for like a month.
Yeah, I
and you didn't
couldn't
want to
taste it, know nothing.
Yeah, and then you
the
got
bad part about it
the
is
long
back
COVID
then-
too, right?
Yeah, it's a long COVID, and back then we didn't know too much about the disease,
Right.
So it was kind of scary back then because it was getting progressively worse, and I didn't know what to expect,
Right.
But now we know more about it, and
now we're like, fuck COVID.
Yeah, so
that's the thing. Like,
and then when you got COVID the first time, it was actually recorded because you were recording yourself singing on the dance floor, and you could
bring this shit up.
Shout cat to Marco Polo.
You could see that one COVID strain going up in his mouth, and he was singing that song, that cat song,
Everybody,
and then you see it go inside his mouth.
And I got COVID, but I was already vaccinated, and it wasn't shit to me.
Right.
How was it for you this time?
This time it wasn't that bad. It just literally it was weird. So this time around, sorry, Director Isabel, she had it first.
Well, you know what?
Last time I had it first.
Here's the thing. I want to bring Director Isabel back on. It's been a long time. Come on over.
Come on over.
Come
Yeah,
to the couch.
I think the
Big
applause is
applause,
number
big
one.
applause, big applause.
I think number one.
Because this is a
applause.
story that's best told in tandem.
Yeah.
Hello.
So,
Hey, baby. Welcome back. Hey.
so how did you give Tony COVID?
I actually know exactly how I caught it.
The moment.
I knew the moment it happened.
Just like me dancing. What happened to you?
So
I was at a Fat Cat Swinger show in Mexico, and
I was coming
Damn that Marco.
back from a flight from Guadalajara to TJ. And the stewardess that was helping our end of the plane, she was wearing a mask. And she was coughing a lot and sneezing a lot. And it's funny because no one else in my family got sick but me.
well, you had to have the peanuts.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because my cousin and I, we each got a drink because it was a very stressful weekend. And we're like, what, let's end the weekend in a bam. And so this flight, we had to get off the plane from the rear and take the steps down, but there was a delay on the tarmac because they had to wait for the bus to clear for more people to get off the plane to walk across and get on the bus to go back to the terminal. And I was standing there for 15 minutes, and she was coughing and sneezing with the mask on. But
if you would have, it had been 10 seconds less, 14 minutes
14
and 50
minutes.
seconds, you've been good.
I would have been fine. But
15:01.
yeah,
Like,
I was
time.
standing there 15 to 20 minutes waiting for us to get down. And I was standing there. I was like, well, at least she's being polite and, turning around and going into the corner going, coughing up a lung. And
You would think, just knowing that you're a stewardess, or they call stewardess, though, right?
yeah, flight
attendant.
Flight attendant steward.
Sorry.
Come on, man.
So
You're not woke.
you would think that you work in a job where you're in a claustrophobic space
Air hussies.
and you're sick as hell. And
Sorry.
You're coming,
I'm sorry.
and you're coming on a damn
Welcome to
plane.
Mousetopia, guys.
And you're coming on a damn plane with your sickness and spraying it. I bet you a lot more people got sick in that plane.
Probably. And this trip was a rush. It was not planned, and I'm usually good about taking a mask. Even when I went to Florida, I was wearing my mask the entire time on the plane because I always say people get sick like that. And
this time you didn't.
This time I was not prepared.
So here comes
I
Tony.
mean, how did it affect you?
Very.
Well, first off, what round of COVID has this been for you?
This is my. I technically say it's the third time because I say Tony gave me COVID in February of this
Yeah, I
year
remember that.
because we both had the flu, and people were like, "No, that's COVID," and I was like, "I guess I got COVID again."
But we never got checked. We never checked ourselves.
Because it was violently. I thought I was dying.
So you had COVID in February and you were just spreading it around to everybody?
No,
I'm talking about
No, but I wasn't sick though.
No, yes, you
Sure,
were.
you
was
were.
it?
Sure, you were.
You got me
Sure you
sick. You said it was food poisoning from your
Oh
mom's
no, okay, that's what I'm saying.
But
So it was food poisoning. It was food poisoning.
Wait a minute.
Can you transfer food poisoning like that?
Okay, so she thinks it's a COVID strain that was connected to the one that everybody was getting diarrhea.
Yeah.
Not the one that people
Which
were
it
coughing and
was.
squeezing and because that day, I had it so bad. I had it so bad where I was like literally both ways. It was just disgusting, and I was dying. She came over to be a great girlfriend, but then the weird part about it was like 2 or 3 days after. Oh no, a day after, right? A day after or 2 days?
It was not even 24 hours
that
later,
she started
and
feeling the same symptoms I was.
Thank God I had a
But it's
bag
like,
next
how
to me.
does somebody who has let's say I've had food poisoning. Well, we know as nurses, I don't think you could transfer a food poisoning to somebody else unless you ate the same thing.
No,
but she didn't
could
eat the same thing.
You could lick on them. I mean, it's
Oh, so you
fluid contact.
Yeah.
So you kissed me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
kissed you sick. Oh, it's so
It
she
wasn't
did it to
COVID
her.
then.
She did it to
It wasn't
herself.
COVID then. You kissed me. You kissed me.
But
There
then
you go.
she could also breathe into your mouth while kissing. I don't know how you guys.
Well, we
kiss.
shared the bed.
Oh well, then
Yeah.
you could be face to face. Go. I've been COVID.
Hi, babe.
I mean,
No,
it
he
doesn't
actually
matter.
sleeps away from me. He
Like-
turns his back to
Oh,
me.
I do that with Swati too. I'm always a side sleeper.
Are you the little spoon?
No, we don't spoon. Like, there was actually a meme that we saw, like what married life is like is not cuddling. It's one person goes to sleep immediately, the other person scrolls through reels until they fall asleep.
Right.
Yeah, and that's her now. Like I'm out like a lamp now when I get to bed. But speaking of COVID, like I don't think it really matters now in most cases. I've been calling it, vaccinated COVID. And I think I've had vaccinated COVID like fucking half a dozen times.
Yeah, where it's
Where
not it's not as strong.
Like
it's not
I'm
as
like
hard.
I feel like I cough a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
get a fever though. I feel kind of weak and fatigued. And then even when I test, it doesn't pop up.
So when we were supposed to record 2 weeks ago, I remember in our little Mousetopia chat, I was telling you guys, like, you guys were telling me, like, how do you feel? I'm like, I just had
It's
a runny
fine,
nose
yeah.
and like a little tickle in like in the back of my throat. That was pretty much it, though. But it's funny though,
Like-
like, we found out because she was okay. So she got back from Mexico.
Yeah, I get
She
back
she
from
stayed the
Mexico.
weekend at my house, and then she's all, babe, should I get tested? I'm like, why? I'm like,
okay, so
You wanna go to work on Monday.
That fucking air hussy was breathing all over me.
So I get back from the trip Tuesday morning. Wednesday when we're driving back to Mexico. For
Yeah,
my
we drove
niece's,
back to Mexico.
My niece's first communion. I'm like, and I kept saying, I was like, there's like a scratch in the back of my throat, and I thought it was because I left the house with wet hair. And
It's all the old
Mexican
white people.
superstition.
Yeah.
That's Filipino too. That's Filipino too.
And I was like,
With the
okay.
fan on.
And had the AC hitting my face. I was like, that's probably it. And I was like, it could have been from the plane because it was really dry, blah, blah, blah. I was making all the excuses in my head. So Friday is the day of the first communion. I am sweating bullets. in the church, and I'm like, oh my God, it's hot in
Not
here.
because she's bad.
Oh, yeah.
You got the whole congregation.
And I was holding my niece's hand. I was like, it's really hot in here, isn't it? She goes, yeah, it's really stuffy in here. So she was definitely trying to make me feel better. Even though it was
She's
her,
like, no,
her day.
No, Tia, you have COVID.
Yeah. And I was like,
She's wearing her
sweating.
veil like a fucking mask, wrapped her head out like it's like a
Don't
mummy.
touch me, please.
And I was
trying to
around
get right with God.
family, your parents, your
Yeah,
dad
and
is
that's the
super,
funny part.
Your dad is super.
Well, I was around her the whole time, which I'm pretty sure that's probably why I got it. But no one else got it that she was around. My mom and dad were actually over there in Ensenada as well. We went to visit my uncle because he wanted us to come over. We went over. And when we came back, I asked my mom and dad because I was like, do you guys feel anything? They're like, no, we don't feel anything. My uncle didn't feel nothing. I was the only one who got it.
Yeah.
Only one who got it.
Well, I began. It was. Oh, what? Is everything okay up there? We just heard a scream. I think it was my daughter. But again, it was bad. You got through it.
It was good. Honestly, I thought I had allergies, and your dad was giving me allergy
Yeah.
medicine
So-
because I was so congested I couldn't smell anything. But then on Monday, I was like, it's been too many days since I've been able to smell anything. And I was like, let me just take a test just to be sure.
It was actually Sunday night, wasn't it?
No, Monday morning when I was getting out of the shower, I was like, I
Oh.
still can't smell. Because I was brushing my teeth. I was like, I can't smell the toothpaste.
Yeah, like everything's been lined up. Like at our hospital, we no longer have to wear masks. And then we do this thing where every patient we have to screen for COVID. It's part of our documentation.
Yeah.
When we assess a patient, we ask them all the basic questions, and then we have to assess them for signs and symptoms of COVID. And I mean, no one really cares anymore. And part of me is happy, but then
Yeah.
part of me is like, things like this happen. We're like, fuck, we can't record. God damn
Yeah.
it, Tony.
Yeah.
Funny
I'm like,
enough-
damn you,
God damn it,
Tony.
Isabel. God damn it, Mexico.
I know, my fault. but funny enough, at work, I told my boss, I did my due diligence, and I said, hey, boss, I'm tested positive for COVID. You can't come back until you test negative twice. And I was like, we're back in 2021 and 2. I was like, this is crazy.
Can I just wear a mask? That
Yeah.
stewardess just wore a
'Cause the
mask and
last
she
time
flew
I
100
got
flights.
COVID,
Yeah.
The first time I got COVID with you, I
After like 5 days,
missed
right?
I wasn't able to go back to work for 5 days, and luckily it was the weekend into the first 2 days of the week, and they were like, just wear a mask and that's it.
And
I don't want to underestimate the importance of preventing
Yeah.
COVID, and we have to be honest. It's about, we all have people in our lives who are
Yes,
older,
Right.
exactly.
and they're the ones who are at risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, do your best, guys.
Yeah.
And that's
Wear
what
the
I'm worried
mask on
about,
the
yeah.
plane.
My dad,
Think about mom.
Yeah,
Think
and
about dad.
especially I didn't want to go home because of my grandma, because she's super sick right now. So I was like, that's the last person that needs
And-
to
Yeah,
be
that's
sick.
person who needs
and the bad part about it right now is that you don't get paid for COVID.
Right? We don't get paid anymore for COVID.
You used to get a COVID bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two
you got
times that I
COVID,
got
they paid you
COVID,
for 3
the
weeks.
two times that I
Right.
got COVID, I got paid for it. I'm like, okay.
It's funny. The first time I got COVID, they had just ruled out the paying, and my boss was like, "Of course you would get COVID the first time after they stopped."
Right after
paying."
that
I
pain.
was like, haha.
That's horrible.
All right, so what else has been going on? Well, while you're here, we were talking a little bit about new movies.
Yes.
And me and Miss Esbel and Tony, well, not together, but separately, we watched Inside Out 2. Now, Eric has not, and our
Special guests.
a different perspective
Different perspective.
hasn't seen it either. But I want to get a quick spoiler-free review. And I think it's important to get your perspective because you were that girl. You were Riley at one
Yes.
age.
No spoilers. Okay.
Well, you know,
Choose your words.
Choose your words
carefully.
carefully.
wisely.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
look,
Tony hasn't seen it yet.
He was asleep.
He was asleep.
think of the movie poster. Think of the movie poster.
He's just like, where's Carl?
I think
Did Buzz find his arm?
without giving anything away, I would just say bring your tissues. Be open-minded about everything you're watching on the screen.
Yeah, and I want to say this too. I know I said this. She was Riley, meaning, oh yeah, she was a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
No,
all your emotions went
No,
at
it's-
once.
it's not directed towards teenage girls or women.
No,
It's
just
young
puberty.
people. Yeah, puberty
In
and not
general.
knowing how to manage your anxiety,
Right.
your emotions, and how it could fuck with your head.
Attitude.
God, I was watching this and my thought was, or once again, we work in a psychiatric hospital, And then we work with not just adolescent patients, but also now pre-adolescent patients who are under the age of 11. And I have a feeling that if this was mandatory viewing to every 12-year-old or 11-year-old in school, then our attendant or our patients of that age would just drop to zero.
You know how in grade school, I remember in 5th grade watching a movie about puberty, body odor. You're so right.
Yeah, I don't
because this talks about everything from A to Z, not entirely about like sex ed and
No,
stuff.
no.
And,
It's just.
but it does talk about body odor.
It's that all those puberty classes they prepared us for the physical changes, right? Oh, your
Yeah.
body's gonna ache, blood's gonna blah, the hair everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And the cum. But I'm sorry. That they
This isn't for kids. We're fine.
What school did you go to that didn't talk about
No,
cum?
we talked about it. No, I did it in 5th grade.
He's
But so that's a penis.
Yeah, but then again, it's all the physical. Like
That's what I got, huh?
when they talk about personality and mood in those classes, it's always and you'll become moody, and that's it.
And you don't know how to take
Yeah.
that. You'll
Yeah,
become
like-
moody.
This is like a full-on document of like
A behavior, like every type of
these
behavior.
thoughts are going to occur because of how you see the world and how you think you should approach it.
Right.
And you can't let it fucking ruin your life.
I don't, not to give it too much away, but I want to know who helped in that writing process, because it didn't occur to me that all those things happened to me as a teenager or a preteen.
But then
until
someone
I saw it again on screen,
locked
I was
in,
like,
right?
that happened to me too. So I want to know what teenagers they were.
I mean, it just shows that, like, I mean, I guess it's a trope, but we've all been through some form of every one of those anxieties.
Yeah.
Like, without spoiling things, music, hair color, whether or not I'm be better than the next person.
Yeah.
Like, it's, oh gosh.
Without giving it too much away, they did a perfect representation of what a panic attack would look like.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
when I
gosh,
looked
yeah.
at Isabel, I was all like, "Oh my god, that's it right there! Like that's exactly what I was going through. Exactly what you feel at
I'm
that
gonna do
moment."
a quick shout cat to my best friend Mark. But then when we were like 19, so way past 14 years old, we're at my house and he just started freaking out. He was hyperventilating. I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
My mom, she's a registered nurse. She had to come down. We had the full-on like Law and Order blanket on the shoulder. Here's a cup of water for him, and we're like, "What the fuck's going on?" I don't know what's going on.
My heart is racing. I'm
Yeah.
having a heart attack.
And then
Impending doom
it was
and
fucking
all that
decades
stuff.
later. I was like, "You had a panic attack." And he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I did." And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then they represent it here perfectly, and you're like,
Wow.
kids will see this at 12. So when they see their best friend freaking out at 19, they're not gonna be like, "Let me call my mom."
Yeah.
My mom will know what to do. They could just do the exact same thing. Let them get through it. Talk to them.
Keep
I
them
love
focused.
that movie.
Yeah, that was a really,
We'll
really
do
good
a full
movie.
deep dive once everyone else has seen it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I like
highly
that.
recommend everyone to watch it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Mrs.
Is
Bell.
it bing bong levels of crying
Well,
or no?
that's right.
Is it?
We can't go anymore. With
Okay.
Yeah, we can't go any further.
But fucking, why'd you have to bring a bing bong?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
No.
Take her to the moon.
See, I never forgot. Y'all forgot.
That's so sad.
We're crying.
Any shout cats for you, Miss Isabel?
Shout cat to my grandpa,
Yeah.
my family, my niece.
Do you wanna talk more about Grandpa?
No.
Shout cat.
To Grandpa.
God bless you. Any shout cats for you?
To Variant C, she couldn't make it today.
Hi, Variant C.
Yeah, she's.
I saw her today. It's cool. I saw her. I've seen her more than I've seen him.
I haven't seen Tony since what? Like how many months now?
Beginning of April.
So wait, what's the last pod?
Yeah.
Oh my
I think
God,
so.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like around that time. Yeah. And then shot cat to my trainer,
Daniel.
Bernal.
Daniel.
Yeah, don't worry. 10 pounds lighter than how I was.
It's going.
It's
But I'm
going.
using.
We got a hookup for Ozempic now.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's gonna fucking cut into Daniel Bernal's bottom line.
It will
Try to do
speed
the
process
natural way,
up.
baby, not the Ozempic way.
Because last time we did the podcast, I told my coach, I'm like, hey, I told him about, like, I shouted you out again. And he goes like, well, you got bigger. You're kind of giving me bad publicity.
He
He burned
I'm like, you know what?
drew the
I'm like-
line in
I'm
the
like-
sand.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, coach. Let me count the weight. All right, so I'm 10 pounds lighter. Okay.
There we go. And you know what? Like out of all the shout cats, I think Daniel Bernal, next to Herbert, has been shout out on every single episode.
Yeah, yes.
Could you put a picture of him, or does he not?
Yeah. No. Put a bit.
I'll try to get it from Instagram. I'll put him up
No, he's a real great coach, though. Yeah.
For me, shout cat. Herbert.
How
you doing? Sorry, we ran out of time at the beginning of the show. Oh, Jesus. I want to do a special shout cat to who I hope is our next different perspective. Mac.
What up, Mac?
So Mac he's worked at our hospital for almost 10 years, and he recently got his RN.
Nice.
So,
dude, what's up with everybody getting RNs now?
Fucking baby birds can leave the nest.
Yeah, they do.
But then I'll be training him soon. But then I've mentioned before, he's also who I talk to the most at work about pop culture.
Okay.
Star Wars specifically, but we've also been getting into Bluey. And I hope to have him on the show next episode to talk about the Alkalite.
Yay.
So
Cancel.
Don't say more. Just the Alkalite.
I mean,
Cancelled.
we're about 4 episodes into the Alkalite. Maybe well, no. I just hope it's a whole deep dive of that series.
Just give up.
Yeah, that's not great. No. Wait. Let's wait.
Let's hope the ending is at least credible or
bring out like a Grogu into this scenario or something.
I don't want to get into right now because it'll just dominate. We have plans for the episode, and if I get started, I'll just be here. It'll just be me by myself. Just yelling about the Alkalite. Tony's just gonna be like, I'll just leave my stuff here. Just hit that button to stop when you're done recording.
Let it out.
And you know what really grinds my gears?
He's gonna get the fucking the tape back and be like, Jonas record for 9 hours. Just at the end, it's like, and another thing. The stupid jokes. Oh God. All right.
It was, no.
I will say this: the last episode that aired was episode 4, and the ending truly did blow me away, and left me wanting more. But I mean, at this point, just I'll keep watching. That's it. All right. So shout cat, Teardrop.
First shout cat goes to actually I guess a combined force sponsor now. Locker 33. Locker 33 has I want to give a shout out to Manuel Miguel.
Oh my gosh, Tony, it's Manny. My bad, Manny. It's been too long.
From Locker 33, we talked on social media about them. So they bring what they have, pretty much like the jerseys that I had for the Mousetopia jerseys that I made them as well. They also do that for Disney, which is kind of cool. And they do it for the usually right now they're working on the local sports teams, so the Lakers, the Dodgers, the Angels. You can get a Disney inspired jersey from them, as well as they also have newly inspired Disney merch as well, like
using
for the park.
Their colors and fonts.
Exactly. Either that or I think what they're trying to do is they're actually trying to like get themed ones, like Adventureland ones, things like that. They're working on that. But for right now, the main focal point is, since it's a jersey, they're working on local teams that we have right here in Southern California. So give them a look at Instagram. Locker 33 right on top. I put some pictures on there. I did a video on Instagram with them. I collab with them. I showed the unboxing of the jersey, and and maybe along the line we'll work some with a little deal about a percentage off. We'll see.
Come on, get that
if
shit.
we'll
Get
keep
that
going.
shit.
We'll see what's up. But
money.
Locker 33, guys, check him out.
Get the money for us.
Yeah.
Okay, for the listeners out there, there is a code, Mousetopia15 at checkout. Mousetopia15 at checkout. Go check them out, Locker 33.
Jollibee's next.
Sponsored by Locker 33.
Let's see. Shout out. Shout out to the Fat Cat Swingers again.
All right.
They just had the
Fat
show
Cat
yesterday in
Swinger.
Hesperia. Swinger.
Swinger.
Sorry. It's because I'm so used to saying it. They had a show in Hesperia yesterday to commemorate where they started from. They are actually on their way to Dollywood for 1 month.
I've been wanting to go to Dollywood. My in-laws used to live in Tennessee.
Right.
So I was like, one day we're gonna go over there and go to Dollywood, and then they moved here because we had kids. Sorry, but then I do want to go back there, or I've always wanted to go.
Director Isabel's a really big fan of Dolly Parton.
Love Dolly.
Yeah, so I know a lot of her music. I'm not like the biggest fan, but I would love to go check that out area. One of my favorite YouTubers, Adam the Woo, has gone to Pigeon Forge and to Dollywood and is shown it. And they have this amazing layout, very just country inspired, beautiful big trains and great
We should
food.
just do the next episode there.
Dollywood.
Oh man, if we could, I'll
be great.
fly us out to Tennessee. That'd be awesome, man. It's beautiful out there.
I love her singing voice, big boobs,
Soda cans.
High hair.
I will say this. So Beyonce released her newest album, Cowboy Carter. And then she does a version of Jolene, and it's functionally good. She's an amazing singer, but then she changed the lyrics to give the character Jolene more power. I mean, less power. Like, fuck you, I'm gonna beat your ass if you take my man. And I got mad because, like, if you hear Dolly Parton's version, she's like aching. She's like, please leave him alone. He's all I got. And I think, and again, it's a testament to Dolly Parton as a singer that she really, like, she's a beautiful woman with all this money, and you believe that she's afraid of this hussy stealing her man.
Yeah, she's hurting.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a really great song. Oh,
I'm sorry.
how would you leave that, right? Why would you leave that?
When I was a kid, that's all I knew of Dolly Parton.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
I didn't know she was a musician. I just knew that, like, oh, she has big boobs.
Oh, she sings. She has a big rack. Yeah.
All right.
So again, shout out to them. They're going to be doing their 1 month there at Dollywood, and we're happier for them. So I was actually hearing them on the radio the other day. They were promoting their show that they had yesterday in Hesperia. They did Victorville Radio. I guess they have a radio station up there.
That's cool.
And they're promoting the show that they had.
You
recently,
return conquering heroes.
Exactly. You return home a conquering hero. I'm trying to think of anybody else. I think. Oh, just to you guys, everybody who's been actually watching the videos, we've been putting. I've been putting some reactions up there. I know that I've been working on the Acolyte episode 1. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Because,
I wonder why. Because you can't have a fucking 45-minute video of you reacting like this.
I'm going to be completely honest. The first episode wasn't as bad, right? The first episode was alright.
I was.
Is it because of outside factors? Do you think that's why it's bad? Because people are saying it's bad, and now you have this preconceived notion that
that's
it's
a good
bad.
question.
And that's why
I've
you're
not seen those new episodes yet.
You're
Okay.
right. I didn't read a single criticism or review. I watched first episode, and it caught me because that first fight is really amazing, very compelling.
Yes.
And as it went on, I was like, okay.
With Carrie-Anne Moss.
And then more. Save it. Let's
let's save that one. Okay.
But you did that reaction video of the Venom trailer.
Yeah,
that was funny, and of the short Wolverine film.
Yeah,
which is just you going, oh.
That's how exactly I wanted Wolverine. If you guys haven't seen that, it's Logan the Wolf.
Yeah,
check it out, guys. That's such a good video.
Yeah,
if you guys love Wolverine, it's a perfect representation of what I would feel a great Wolverine would be. Just in a different time.
Yeah, my only complaint was literally, I wish I didn't know it was Wolverine. I wish I was just watching it.
Yeah.
And then I realized it was Wolverine.
It was Wolverine.
But yeah, it's basically Wolverine set in like
a Viking time.
I don't know.
Celtic Viking. Yeah, it was really. I liked it. I loved it. So hopefully I'll be bringing you guys the Acolyte episode 1 very, very soon, and then some other episodes as well. Plus, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what other. I still owe you guys Babes in Toyland.
Wow.
I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do that one, but I'm gonna do my best to do that one.
I always call that a Christmas movie. Isn't that a Christmas movie?
Well, that won the poll. That actually won the poll on Instagram that they wanted people to see. So I'm gonna start with that one.
I watch it. It's rough. It's rough.
And then I'm going to jump into 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea after that. So we'll see how that one goes.
So basically, you're watching old classic Disney movies?
Yeah, classic movies that I've never seen before that belong to Disney.
Oh, okay. Just like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin,
Lion King,
Inside Out too. Inside Out.
You know what?
Fuck you, bitch.
You know what Tony suggested? He's like, oh, let's go watch The Lion King because I guess an anniversary is coming up in September.
and Mufasa's coming out too.
And I was like, why would you watch it on the big screen if you've never seen it?
Fuck you, Eric. Fuck you.
He's seen the live action ones. He prefers it.
That was horrible, actually, to be honest with you. I love the original cartoon one more. Asshole.
All right, so once again, we have a different perspective coming up.
Different perspective.
And we'll see you in.
So we'll take a little break. We'll take a break?
Yeah.
Okay. Take a break. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with our different perspective.
Different perspective.
A different perspective.
A different perspective.
Bye.
Alright guys, before we come back to the action, Teardrop Tony here. Hey, you're in a pinch to find something to wear for the parks, but don't know what to wear? You like the Dodgers, you like the Angels, Lakers, and Kings? Check Locker33.net. Locker33.net will bring you some of the best jerseys and something else you love, Disney. Locker33.net, type in Mousetopia15 on checkout, you get 15% off. Check them out, Locker33.net. Let's get back to the show.
We are ready. We are back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys.
Thank you, Director Isabel, for
Yay!
being our...
I'm hoping I'm pushing the applause button. If not, I'll add it.
We got it?
I think so.
Yeah, for being our secondary different perspective. But we did have a primary different perspective.
Yes,
and
yes,
again,
yes.
he was supposed to be on our 40th episode before Tony got COVID.
I got
Before
COVID.
Tony ruined it.
And then he was going to be in our 35th episode, but then he got COVID. So we had to do that late. And we're happy to have him again, but something has changed since he's last been around.
I love it.
And I think you'll notice
So let me put the picture up.
right there.
There's a picture right now.
Now walk in,
He's walking in.
and then...
I'm going to remove the picture.
Who the fuck is this?
Who's this guy?
It's you.
So, I gotta... First off, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Guapo.
Hey,
Real quick, I met El Guapo in nursing school, and he was a fluffy dude.
Best years of my life.
And then when we started hanging out again, I noticed he was skinnier. Right. And now I'm seeing him now, and I turned the corner once he got here. He was walking up my driveway, and I literally went, "Oh shit!" Because it's not. I see your face right there.
Yeah.
I see
It's El Guapo's face.
but it's
Yeah.
streamlined.
It looks awesome.
Somebody said that my eyes look bigger.
Well, because there's less to balance it. Yeah.
I can attest to that when, our eyes get a little smaller with this little fluffiness.
So tell us what happened. Tell us your whole journey.
2 months ago on April 17th, I completed my journey. Well, I should say I completed the first leg of my journey.
All right.
And I had the gastric sleeve
Ooh.
surgery. So I did have that surgery. The day of surgery, I weighed 281 pounds. And when I had my post-op with the surgeon, he asked me if I had weighed myself. And I said I didn't because... honestly, and this is the way I've always felt about it, I didn't want to weigh myself and look at numbers and not see what I wanted and then get depressed about it.
Right.
Yes.
So I just wanted to feel how my clothes was fitting better kind of thing. And he said, look, I goes, I get that. That's perfectly fine. He says, but...
We need the number or we don't get paid.
Yeah.
Right, that, practically.
Right.
But he said, let's go ahead and weigh yourself. He goes, just so we can compare to see what the difference is. I said, okay. So I vowed to weigh myself every Monday. And I weighed myself last Monday. And I was at 244. So from 281 to 244, I'm
2 months.
almost 40 pounds, 37 pounds. But if you go back to when I first started, because where I did it at the facility I work with, they make you do 10 weeks of a class, one class a week for 10 weeks. And
So tell us the nature of the class.
Yeah, the class is called the options program. So basically, they tell you what the surgery entails, the two ways you can go, either the sleeve or the bypass, and then they give you other options with diet and exercise and everything else.
Right.
So this way, you don't feel like I have to do it this way.
Right.
There's other options, hence the name of the class. And it's one class a week for 10 weeks. When I started that class, we had to weigh ourselves before week 1, before week 5, and before week 10. And before week 1, when I weighed myself, I was 310. And now I'm 244. So I'm basically 30 pounds away from saying I lost 100 pounds.
Oh my god!
Wow, dude.
Now let me
That's
ask something, and you don't have to answer. But what was your all-time high?
310.
All right.
Yeah, I think that was the highest I've ever been because when I before, and I don't want to blame anybody. She's not here. Before I met my girlfriend, I did go to the gym and shout out, hi babe. Sorry. before I met her, I was at 300, and I started going to the gym with my cousin, and I lost 60 something pounds. So I did get down to like 241, I think, or something like that.
Yeesh.
But then I started working, at the facility where she and I met. And we got comfortable, and it's like, oh, let's go out to this, and let's go out there. And then Jim kind of started taking
the back seat,
and then it just everything kind of fell off by the
I call it
wayside.
happiness weight.
Right.
Yeah.
You're together with the person who you were trying to look good for, and then it just happens to go away.
And it's nice because that person still kind of loves you for who you are.
Right.
But then deep down inside, you're like, son of a bitch, I can't wait. Yeah.
Damn it.
I got you.
Why you keep feeding me this good food?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, so that's...
It's a love language.
Yeah, and 310, when I gained everything back plus 10.
Yeah.
So I was at 310 at the heaviest, and now... I was never that heavy when we were at school.
Yeah.
But then we also went to school that was literally on the top of a mountain.
Yeah.
And if you didn't get there early
Shout
enough, you're
out Rio
walking,
Hondo.
Rio Hondo.
walking
Yeah.
up that bitch. So that's why I was always there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna walk up that bitch.
Not me. Well, actually, sometimes I would. I'd go there early and I'd just sleep in my car and then go out to lecture.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's not talk about that traumatic time in our life.
But yeah. So I got it, and now after surgery, I'm going through the stages of eating. Like 3 days out of surgery, you can only do clear fluids. And it's really important to stay hydrated, number one, and to get your protein in.
Shout cat to Gatorade.
Gatorade Zero.
It's got electrolytes.
And that was for the first 3 days is just clears, and then after that, for the phase 2, for 2 weeks was just full liquids.
Full liquids. Okay.
So at that point, it was water, and I could do like cream of chicken soup, but cream of chicken soup also had to be strained. I couldn't have any chunks in it.
Would it also include the protein drink yet or not yet?
At first, yes.
Okay.
At first, the protein drink counted towards my liquid intake. And that was for the first 2 phases.
Okay.
But once I got to the phase 3 where I was in purees, that's where they said that the protein drink no longer counts towards your liquid, the 64 ounces of liquid you're supposed to drink. So now you have to drink that, and in addition to that,
the water that's going to be. Oh my
ounces.
god!
Yeah.
So tell me, or tell us about the permanent changes. Like, what are some of the big sweeping lifestyle changes that you have to make now?
What I got was the sleeve, and what the sleeve basically is they went in and cut my stomach to the size of what a banana looks like now. So the big change now, and the reason why I did that is because I felt, for me, because I fell off the cliff that one time, for me, I needed the physical limitation of it. I could do all the diet and exercise all I wanted, but if one day I was like, oh, it's cheat day, let's go have that double cheeseburger, I'd be like, oh, I can still fit it in, I can be fine. But now, I literally cannot eat more than half a cup of anything that I'm eating. And when you're eating, or you have to schedule your meals in the sense that because you have to sip water throughout the day, but you have to stop water 30 minutes before you eat, and you can't drink any fluid 30 to 45 minutes until after you eat.
Right. They'll be taking that excess fluid, that food.
Yeah. And when I eat, I mean, the first time I got that half cup of soup or beans or whatever it is that I ate, I forget what was the first thing, I looked at it, and I even remember looking at my girlfriend going, this isn't going to do anything. It's only a half a cup.
Yeah.
But it literally felt like it was resting at the epigastric area of my stomach, like right at the top. I was full. And I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. I cannot do this. And that's the point, is you feel full and you stop.
I went to one of the classes one time when I was trying to look into it, and they had told me that they wanted to kind of have you chew at least 200 times. Yeah. Did they tell you that?
Yeah, they want you to make sure that you
before you swallow
thoroughly, because that's where digestion begins in your mouth, and by the time it gets to your stomach, they want to make sure. We're
such a society, it's such a rushy society that it's like it's gone. You know what I mean? Like we're eating, go run.
I could eat a Costco hot dog in 3 bites.
Yeah.
Rookie. I had 2 bites back in the day, bro. Shit, come on.
So as far as your end game, we talked a little bit before we started recording. What is your goal for this massive fucking, I don't know who you are anymore.
Well, a lot of people actually did ask me. They asked me that at work a lot. They asked me what my goal is, what my goal weight is, and I don't have a goal weight. I just didn't want to be where I was.
Right.
And I keep joking with people, and I say my actual goal is to have one chin. If I can just have one chin, I'm good to go. If I don't have a double chin anymore, good. And then a lot of people ask me my reason for doing it, and I keep telling people that I think it was for the dumbest reasons. And I know, I have a 2-year-old and little Fernando. And I know that my reason should have been I want to be around for him. I want to be able to run after him, that kind of thing. But my real reason for doing this, if I'm going to be selfish about it, is because I grew up playing baseball. It's my first love, and I just want to play baseball again.
Nice.
But the fact that I had so much weight on me, and I played catcher all my life, I have arthritis in my knees.
Yeah.
And the weight was making it hurt more. And now that I lost all this weight, I was telling my coworkers today, as a matter of fact, because I was able to run up and down the stairs several times today, and I told them it's like I have new legs.
Wow.
It's like I have new legs.
So without even the use of like a knee brace or nothing, you're doing well.
Yeah. Knee braces.
That is awesome, man.
I'm playing pickleball every other weekend now.
Can you guys tell me one day? Okay, one day we'll talk about it. What is? I don't know what pickleball is. But we'll talk about it later.
Pickleball is like tennis, only smaller.
Tennis.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
with a wiffle ball.
Oh, okay.
And it's really fun though.
I was hear people talking about it like on pop culture. That's pop the thing.
Sports.
And then for some reason, I thought you were gonna say that your end goal was for you to fit in a Daredevil costume.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought that was. I also thought that too.
No. But
yeah,
I got him the Daredevil
the cowl
last one.
Because that's kind of what started my fitness journey, basically. Because I'm like, you know what, I want to be Thor, but I'm gonna be fat Thor for Halloween.
At that time.
The most fit you ever were was when to get that Thor. And
yes, and afterwards I'm like, you know what, it's done. I'm gonna bulk up.
I still love that video that we did outside.
They got the fucking fall in love and bullshit.
I know.
Goddamn.
Your biceps? I'm not there yet.
I'm like, as an aside, I'm prepping for Halloween. He used to do Spider-Man. And then this year I was thinking for Halloween, I want to do Spider-Man. So I ended up getting a Spider-Man suit, but it's made me more insecure about how I look in that suit too.
And you look good.
But you have the Spider-Man body.
Yeah. But then the thing is that suit leaves nothing to the imagination.
Yeah,
no. It will know.
You gotta remember Spider-Man. I think it's Spider-Man 1 when Tobey Maguire is in the elevator, but he because I think it's 2 when he loses his powers.
Yeah.
And the guy looks at me and goes, "Cool Spidey outfit. Yeah. Is it comfortable?" And he goes, kind of rides up in the crotch. That's what it is. Yeah. It kind of rides up in the crotch.
It's like if I wear that suit, it will know that I had a Costco hot dog that day.
Oh, right.
I mean, if anything, like that, it's kind of a nerd thing, but that's like, why do I want to be fit? Because I want to be Spider-Man.
Can't you wear like a cup maybe, like to give you just like some can definition?
No, they do offer. I think the website that you got it. Yeah.
Oh my god,
they actually do like a cup.
What happened to the good old banana?
I was like, oh my god.
You go to work and you're flaunting. Wait.
Let me do a flip.
So, all right, how about that? Let's make that the goal on episode. All right, if we're going by like I was trying to do fuzzy math, so he's here every 5 episodes.
Right.
Episode 45 will be probably around November, December. That's like the 1 year mark.
Yeah.
Right?
7 months.
Yeah.
1 year will be in April.
What was the other? Do we have another goal for? I don't want to say too much on it, but remember there's the other goal about another podcast. Is that 50?
50?
Would that be 50?
What you mean the crossover?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, it has to be 50, right?
It has to be 50.
The 2 universes.
So we're only running. We can do it 10 months. 10 episodes away. We're
Shoutcat. Give it.
Shout to my brother and a co-host of Love, Death, and Tacos.
Love, Death, and Tacos. Hey, real quick. The last episode, I love the show. I listen to every one, but this last episode, I had to turn off 13 minutes to the end.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about busted penises.
Yeah.
And I could not stand.
You know what?
I literally did this. I said, fuck, no.
Yeah,
and I
you know
turned it
what?
off.
The podcast has evolved.
Yeah.
And the last like 4 or 5 episodes have gotten really dirty, but
Real
at the same
randy.
time, some people have told us have been some of our best episodes.
Oh, there you go.
And yeah, I think I got a text message from Jonas the day after it published that said, and I'm quoting here, I had to turn it off 13 minutes before it ended. As soon as I heard the word degloving.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Fucking
yep.
Oh God! But
Yep.
listen to it; it's great.
It's great.
Just,
Can't recommend it enough though. Yeah.
but then that's for the big 50. But I'm saying that there should be a 1-year date or maybe a Halloween episode where he walks out, not fucking a really good lawyer, just flat out Matt
Daredevil.
Murdock.
I love it.
You spend money on that suit, like money, and you're like, I have to maintain this because I spent fucking
money.
$1,000 on
Money,
this
hell
bullshit.
yeah.
You have to be able to fit in. I was just telling you guys before we recorded that this is also going to be the first year that I'm going to be able to, that I'm going to go to Comic-Con. I mean, I've been to Comic-Con before, but this is the first year that I'm going to be able to go and cosplay what I've always wanted to do.
And he has like another month, so you can definitely
Yeah.
lose a little bit more, and then just feeling really
And
good.
the thing is that I've had this in my closet hanging. I have the whole thing in my closet hanging there, and it never fit. But I bought it thinking one day, and it's gonna finally happen.
It's gonna happen.
And I don't know if I ever told you guys what I'm gonna be, but one of my all-time favorite movies of all time ever is from 1979 called The Warriors.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So just wait, do you have this Baseball Fury?
the Baseball Fury.
Oh,
So
shit,
I have the foam bat.
Fucking A, dude.
I have the foam bat. I have the full uniform, the pinstripes. I have the old school stirrups. I
And then
bought the
just-
black hat.
you gotta
and
get the face
and I
paint
got
on.
the makeup. And I got the
That's
makeup.
You're gonna be there on Sunday too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday's actually the only pass we have. So
And then you're gonna be there on Sunday too.
Yeah, Friday,
And then
Saturday,
hopefully
and
you'll
Sunday.
be at least there with us
I'm
somewhere.
gonna try. Like,
Hopefully.
my plan is to go out there and enjoy the outside stuff.
Yeah.
Get a hotel somewhere.
So
one of you
I'm gonna
guys
take
can-
the camera with me, and I'm gonna definitely
if
vlog
one of you
about this
guys
when we
can,
get there.
if one of you guys can dress up as a warrior, I will chase your ass.
I got a leather vest.
I'm just saying, I chase your ass like in the movie.
Because again,
But that's where we're gonna end it because in the movie they get their asses
Right.
kicked. so-
Warriors outfit are bell-bottom jeans, leather vest, no shirt. I got at least 2 of those things.
And you know what the funny thing is about the Warriors is in one of the stars of that movie that actually is probably one of the only ones that went on to do more things was James Remar. It was a very young James Remar was in that movie.
Yeah.
I got to meet him at least once when I still worked at Sports Chalet in Huntington Beach.
Sports Chalet.
He came in to buy shoes.
to the limit.
And I got to help him out. And I remember I was getting his shoes, and I looked at him. Super nice guy. I mean, he just let me fanboy out. But I looked at him and I said, "Man, I know you from somewhere." And he goes, "Where do you think you see me, man?" I said, "A movie. I just can't place it." And he said, "This is why I know he's a nice guy, because he could have just dismissed me right there."
Yeah.
Because he said, "Well, I was in 48 Hours," and I said, "No, I didn't see that." But then he goes, "I did the Warriors," and I said, "Yes!" I said, "You were the guy who didn't want to run from the Furies." And he goes, "Exactly." I was like, "Man," we geeked out. We talked about Mortal Kombat where he was Raiden, and he talked about how he wanted to do another one if they asked him. Super nice guy, man. I mean,
So he
that
was
guy-
rated from the first
He was
movie?
rated in the second one.
Oh, the second one.
It's Christian Lambert. That was fucking.
That was the
I
first
was
one.
like,
In the
okay.
second one, he was Raiden, and he was in the Warriors. They were running from the Baseball Furies, and the other guy was like, "I can't make it," and he's like, "Are you sure?" And he says, "Yeah." He says, "Good, because I'm tired from running from these wimps." And he is one of the ones who probably kicks ass for most of them. And I remember telling him, I said, "You know what? That's one of my all-time favorite movies." And to be perfectly honest, if I had a choice of what gang I was going to be in, it'd be the Baseball Furies. And I remember that he looked at me and he goes, "We kicked their ass, man." And I said, "I know, but you know, but that's funny because he looked at me and goes,
That's
"We kicked their ass, man."
Why do you want somebody to get their ass kicked? Yeah.
No, but they were the most enigmatic, completely quiet, stone cold faces, face paint. They were the most intimidating looking.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
so.
but
yeah,
I mean,
they
it's
got their ass kicked.
one of the best movies I think ever. And then I heard rumors years ago. I'm glad it hasn't come through, but I heard rumors years ago that they were trying to reboot it and they were trying to make it Los Angeles street gangs. And I was like, no, don't do that.
Because then they would take away all the color.
Right. Yeah.
Like it would just be a bunch of just
Red and
regular old gang members.
Yeah,
And that's not fun.
No. That's why don't do it again. Leave it alone. I just keep watching.
There's
the
something
79 one.
about those 80s gangs that there's something about it. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but they had a look to them.
It's great. And it's still iconic because when the Lakers won one of their championships with Shaq and Kobe, in case you guys don't know what movie I'm talking about, this might jog your memory. When Shaq came up to do his speech, the first thing he said was, "Can you dig it?" That's from the Warriors.
Or there'd be would be Big Boy on the radio.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out.
Big
boy.
Instead
Yeah,
of the
they run
lady,
up the street.
Big boy in the morning.
Yeah, unless the lady that actually was the radio announcer was the same lady who did Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, word!
I love her voice
Okay.
so much.
So that's the same lady. So I was like, oh, cool. I know her
Such a
from
classic
another place.
show,
Yeah.
too. I used to love that show.
Yeah, man. That's
Well, again, you've come a long way. We're happy that
we're
you
so happy for you.
long
We're
way
so
to go,
happy.
but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
So-
I have a prediction. By the next podcast that we have him on, he's probably gonna weigh less than I do.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah,
about
because
that.
no. I'm 230.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I'm
like,
I'm
that's-
244.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, wow!
Yeah, I'm 244.
Yeah.
But
Shout out to
the
Daniel
the
Bernal.
difference is that straight muscle,
Yeah.
still flab.
No.
See, that's why you got to join forces and both go with Daniel Bernal, so you can do strength training at the
There
same
you
time.
go. There you go.
See, then we can be real
Oh,
superheroes.
Daredevil.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Damn it! No, it's not even a podcast. It's all like, what are you guys doing? We're gonna
We're
go
all like
fight crime.
flexing in the front of the mirror, just like,
Oh, we gotta go. Oh, is that the e-signal? We gotta go.
They pull out fucking grappling hose, shatter out the window. I'm like, oh, well, I guess duty calls. Anyways,
thanks for watching, guys.
but all right. So now that that's we've caught up, so of course we always have E here and El Guapo here as our comic nerds.
Big nerds.
They're the brains
We
behind
do
anything
not
comics.
hide our nerdism.
I know.
behind
They
us.
don't.
Never.
Nah.
And in a weird confluence of events, a show came out on Disney Plus that brought the comic nerds and the Disney nerds
Oh,
Together.
pulled together.
Oh man,
And that show,
did we ever bond over this?
Yeah.
and that show, that's why we're talking about that one.
Yeah! Greatest show!
X-Men 97. Jesus
X-Men
Christ.
97.
So,
What a great transition, right? From superheroes to more
Right
our
to
I mean, that's
superheroes.
what
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's why we get
Perfect.
paid the no bucks.
So
The notebooks.
for the uninitiated, X-Men 97 is the continuation of the X-Men animated series that aired on Fox
In the 90s.
that ended in 1996. And ended on sort of a cliffhanger. It was on Saturday mornings, and we all loved
Check
it.
your local listings.
Here's the thing though. Because it was on Saturday mornings, I'm gonna make a big bombshell confession here. I never got to actually watch it on Saturday mornings.
fuck. Why?
Because my dad is a gardener,
Right. Oh.
and he would take us to work.
Damn.
And I
that
was
sucks.
right at that age where it was my turn, and my brother stayed home, and they watched it.
Well, how
and I
did,
never
when did you catch up with it then?
I just started catching up little by little
On
on
the-
rainy days.
Wow.
When we wouldn't work.
Because
So I was
after
able to
a
watch
while, it went from Saturday mornings to like it was part of the Fox Kids afternoon for
Right.
a while,
Yeah.
but it was syndication. But yeah, no, I watched that fucking show.
I never watched any of the Tick, and I heard it was great.
Oh, the
But
Tick
I never
was
watched
great.
again,
it.
it was
Yeah,
Saturday
Tick.
morning.
Yeah,
This
from
is a-
MTV.
Yeah, never watched it. So,
I thought your dad was cool, man.
yeah, nah.
But like X-Men, especially when it came out in 1992, was the prime X-Men of
Yeah, it was.
of what I love. Jim Lee inspired.
It was a generation. It inspired
Oh,
a
yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At that time, I was reading the X-Men at that time, the comic books, and then all of a sudden, this shit drops. I was in love, dude.
Yeah,
I was in
it
love.
did for the X-Men. If I can, because I'm older than you guys, if I can go back further, it did for the X-Men what the Amazing Spider-Man did. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends did for Spider-Man back in the day. Because
Wait,
just like,
wasn't Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends a cheesy ass show?
but at the time it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Oh.
At the time it wasn't. The
Yeah.
thing is that if you look at it now, yeah, it doesn't hold up. It's kind of cheesy. But just like we did the theme song for X-Men, I can still hear the theme song for Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. because it's amazing. I love it.
Speaking of theme songs, just a fun fact trivia. The composer for the theme song for X-Men 97 is the same composer for the Power Rangers theme. Ron Wasserman. Yeah.
Which is a very
Go
easy
Power
love.
Rangers! I just had to.
It's
first love, right? So I every time that theme is played, he gets a couple pennies. I mean, the amount of times that show runs on syndication, oh my God, he probably gets money for every time someone hums it.
More likely. He probably just got paid for what we did.
So this show came out and it was a cartoon, but it was not meant for kids. Truly, I think it was. Fox was saying, well, these are the comics, and the comics are dark. The comics deal with very serious themes about racism. Or,
which is basically what it is.
Civil rights, all that stuff. Yeah,
all that stuff. And then we're going to give it to them. They didn't pull any punches. Characters died. There's dramatic moments.
A character died in the first goddamn episode in the original. So, I mean, damn.
And we watched this show, and it was like, it kind of felt like a little secret to, like, even reading the comics. Like, I'd read the comics, and I'd see some shit going on with, like, Psylocke and Cyclops and shit, and I'd be like, oh shit, right? And then my mom would come and ask me what I'm reading. I'm like, oh, comics. Nothing going on here. The cartoon felt the same way.
Close the door, please.
Like, I felt like I'd have to, like, kind of change the channel if it was getting too serious. So this show ended, and then we heard about this new series, which called X-Men.
And we've heard it a long time ago. We just didn't know if they were going to come out or not.
Before the launch of Disney Plus, they already announced it.
I didn't even know it was a show until I saw the toys. I thought the toys were just like, oh, they made toys based on the old cartoon. And then I found out it was going to be a show. And the showrunner, what's Bo fucking...
Bo DeMaio.
Yeah. Bo DeMaio, well, former showrunner. He created a show that took everything we loved about the old series, which was the adult nature, the serious themes, and then, here's what I read in an interview with him, was that he wanted to take the X-Men through what all the kids who watched the show in 1996 went through in the past 20 years.
Right.
So we get to travel that same path, and basically we aged with the X-Men.
Yeah.
And then what resulted was this fucking amazing show that episode by episode, like, I was fucking gasping, I was crying. It used the original voice, or a lot of the original voices.
A lot of the original voices.
Like Gambit wasn't the original voice.
Yeah. And to be fair, sometimes it was kind of rough. Like Rogue, she's like 80 now.
Yeah.
And she sounded
Lorraine's
sounds like an older Rogue, but still young.
Yeah, but we're not going to do an episode recap. We're just going to bounce around our thoughts about this amazing show.
So if we're going to do it like that, then I'll just do a quick question. Favorite episode of the 10?
I mean,
five. Who has an answer other than five?
Was so good.
I remember putting it on the thread that we were. I texted. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I just said, oh my God.
And then immediately said, don't fucking say anything.
I just said, oh my God. And then first text that I got from this guy is like, it's so good. And I'm like, he has not watched it yet. He has not watched it yet, because that's not.
I didn't watch it.
That wasn't
then
really the
later on,
reaction.
he texted like, "Oh my God, it's so good."
So real quick, spoiler alert before we go on, but
most of y'all should fucking already watch.
Siren's right here. Spoiler alert.
This show, you've seen it, but oh God damn it! So,
episode 5.
Yeah.
So what the show sets up is that Professor X is ostensibly dead, and then he gives Magneto the X-Men.
Which happens.
And the goal is to, again, create mutant equality, specifically for Genosha, the island of mutants, where for mutants, by mutants, run by mutants. And this episode is basically the Holocaust of this island,
this island nation.
Fucking many people die, including what was always my favorite character when I was a kid, Gambit. And the most fucking heartbreaking scene.
The most badass way, though, to
the
go.
very last line.
He went out with a G.
He went out with a fucking G.
He took out a Sentinel, but then when Rogue
a Master Mold Sentinel, fucking Gaiju, whatever they call him, fucking Godzilla looking motherfucker.
And we all know that Rogue can't touch anyone except Magneto.
Ooh. But
she's holding him his dead body and says, "I can't." Oh fuck!
I can't feel you.
Oh fuck!
And the fucked up part about it all is he didn't know that Rogue chose him in the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Rogue
So
chose him.
that's another thing too. Like the show didn't pull any punches when it came to like sexual tension and stuff, because we see that like Magneto's super horny for Rogue because they have a pass, and then they allude to like them going out to train in the danger room, and then and
that shit was hilarious. The more saw like
and
1
then
o'clock, 4 o'clock. Oh, they really want to trade.
Yeah.
And then
I mean,
hilarious.
They go over the love triangle between Cyclops and Madeline Pryor and eventually Jean Grey. They bring her. Oh well, that's. I mean, this is gonna sound all over the place, but we start the show thinking it's Jean Grey when we realize that it's not Jean Grey. It's Madeline Pryor. They got switched at one point, and the theme song even does a cool. The opening credits is a cool thing where when Jean Grey shows up, in the old show she has a distinctive ponytail coming out of her cowl. And then for the first 4 episodes, you just see Jean Grey being introduced in the credits, and her hair's all flowing. But then we realize that it's a clone. And then when we find the real Jean Grey back,
It goes back
to the ponytail. But then, like they
little minor details like that.
There's so many details in that opening every time.
Every credit. Every credit.
And they changed so many things, and they even corrected some things from the old episode. Because if you guys can look it up on the internet, I know there's still pictures of it. But the very last scene of the original, when the two teams are running together, somebody pointed out that Warpath is on the Brotherhood of the Evil Mutants, and they're like, why is he over there?
Yeah,
he's part of the X-Men, and they changed it, so now there's no confusion. Now the Brotherhood is on one side, and the X-Men are on another side. So they corrected that, and then one thing that they did in the original show, it was just a regular citizen that was running towards the fence.
Yeah, now the people are running
out.
out.
Sunspot.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was they changed a lot of good things in it. The only thing if I have to nitpick at anything like that is I would have preferred if they had used the actual original theme song and not updated it to make it more funky.
I know it was still there though.
It was still there.
And to be fair, I never once skipped the credits.
I never.
You can't skip those. You can't skip
the
credits.
credits.
No, you can't skip them. I watched it begrudgingly, but I watched it and I was like, all right, I'll take it.
And then on episode 5 too, there is a scene wherein you and I talked about.
All right.
When Uatu showed up.
The Watcher.
The Watcher.
He shows up very briefly in the crowd,
right when
I caught it right away. I was like,
I'm like, oh shit!
And then this is where I had to go to you, where I was like, because there's my X-Men comic reading fell off after Jim Lee moved to Image. That was way before that.
And full disclosure, I haven't really read a whole lot of the comics. Have you?
I've read some of the older ones.
Just the older ones, because the newer. I think the last comics that I read was the all new X-Men when the old theme got young again. I don't know if you. That was 10 years ago or something. That was the last X-Men
you didn't
comic.
Catch any of the House of M, Fall of the House of M, anything like that.
I've read bits and pieces of it, but I haven't really got into it like that. Yeah.
But he brought up that the fact that the Watcher showed up means big things.
Because the Watcher watches everything but can never interfere. And when he's there, shit's gonna go.
That's why I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen now?
And just because I want to, interjected his Power Rangers because I want to interject this for me right here. That line, I can't feel you. Yeah. You know who said it originally? Who? Young Matt Murdock when his dad is dying after the Kingpin. Remember the one with Ben Affleck when he squeezes the rose? He's just like, "Can't feel you, Dad." That's Young Matt Murdock right there. I'm just saying.
Man, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Hey, let me get one in there. And it's also the 20th anniversary of Evanescence's "Bring Me Back to Life."
Oh yeah.
We're celebrating all sorts of things. I mean, all right. So, I keep forgetting his name. Bo DeMeo. So he crafted this show, or it's a he, right? Or
it's a he.
Crafted this show, amazing show, and then unceremoniously left, and no one knows why. And now we're all worried about how the second season's going to be.
He is still somewhat involved with season 2. Moving forward, he's not involved at all.
Do we
That's
know
so
anything
sad.
about that? Is it?
Just speculation.
Yeah, it's just pure speculation
at this point, like you said.
There's
Stuff,
people
is
that just say that he wanted full control, and
I mean, why
and
not?
they wouldn't give it to him. So
The
but,
Disney
I
machine?
mean,
Disney
but again,
machine,
I don't know. I mean, that could be just people talking. You know,
Right.
There could be something going on behind the scenes that we don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
So speaking of Disney, you know, it's par for the course. I know it sounds shitty saying it, but then Disney could offer someone creative control, but they always want to put their little finger in it just to make sure it passes. And I'm surprised that they killed Gambit.
Yeah.
You know, so if they're able to give him that kind of freedom for season 1, then why would they be afraid to see what he's gonna do with season 2?
Exactly.
But just keep in mind too, like he has said several times, in the world of comics, nobody really stays.
Yeah.
But then you know what?
Which we see at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? The following episode, I think it was the following episode 6, maybe it was 7. That's the one where he texted me when Wolverine was going up against Magneto.
Yes.
And he texted him and he goes, "Did you see it?" And I was like, "He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it because in the comic books it was bad.
Yeah.
Like, he's not gonna do it, and the motherfucker did it.
I know.
And I texted him and
almost
I
scene
think
for scene.
I think
Exactly the
no.
scene.
Yeah, and
So
I
we're
think I
talking
texted him and I said,
Exactly.
"Holy fucking
Yeah.
shit!"
So just so they know, we're talking about Magneto ripping the adamantium
right out of Wolverine.
In fact, the shot that they did it was a still. Was
Yeah,
that
it's a-
from the
it's-
comic?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it's
was
from,
from a comic. That's it. Like word, like right there.
It's from Fatal Attractions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It was brutal.
But
dude.
before that, I was trying to see if I missed anything from the past 10 or 20 years. I'm like, has that ever been in any form of media? I'm like, and sure enough, they showed it in the last, what episode was it? Episode 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they showed it in episode 9. I was like, what the
Yeah. That shit was
I was
dope.
like, that is because
Yeah.
they never did it in the movies. In the
No.
movies, you see him.
You see it happening.
Yeah, you see him like controlling them,
Well,
but not
no.
doing anything that bad.
No, like in the movies and the comics, they showed that him getting the adamantium was painful.
Right.
Yeah.
Just getting it, like
No.
through tubes and shit onto his body, but ripped through his skin. Ah, goddamn.
Dude, and you know what? I've read Punisher comic books too, and the Punisher is fucking brutal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the way he kills
But
people, yeah, he's
Magneto
pretty
took it to
hardcore.
another level, man. I mean, I was like, damn. I think the Punisher would have looked at what Magneto did there and would have went, "Well done, sir."
I wanna.
Shit.
Well, he did say he tried to
Kill
murder
me.
me.
Yeah.
I want to bring this up too, which is the character of Morph. He's supposed to be the comic relief, and then he comes in. He gives us some of our funner cameos because all of a sudden we see an Avenger fighting.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Captain America comes in, but then he has one moment when Wolverine is recuperating and he turns into Jean Grey and then tells him, "You could do it. Get through this." And I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he did that. That's fucking great."
That was actually the moment where they revealed that Morph himself is in love with Wolverine.
Oh, really?
So
I
it
didn't
isn't-
catch that.
So
Oh
it
my
wasn't.
God.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh my
it
God.
wasn't that he turned to
Yeah.
Jean Grey so,
So
he
he
can
can
say
accept
it.
it.
So
He was so he
man.
can
but
say it.
it's
from-
actually
yeah.
Morph telling him, "I love you."
And
That's great.
And that was actually
Gotta come
confirmed. And it was actually confirmed by Bo DeMayo
Yeah.
too.
That's
that
great.
was him
Fuck.
coming
Yeah.
out telling him, "I love you."
Uh-huh.
Because
So, now I
remember,
like the show even more.
Just like I said from the original. Remember, Morph was the first one to die in the original
Yeah.
movie, in the original TV show.
The weird
and
black
you
haired
remember
version.
how
Wolverine took it.
devastated Wolverine was.
Yeah.
He punched Cyclops right in the stomach, talking about, "Well, you fucking left him." You know, if they could have said the F word, they would have.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, so he was pissed. And that leads me to my other thought is I'm glad that this show kind of rekindled Cyclops to make him not so much of a bitch ass.
Yeah.
You know,
So-
he was.
They did. They buffed him up a
They
little bit
buffed
in
him
this
up.
episode. I mean, in the whole series, which I loved.
Yeah.
From the very beginning.
From
He
the
was
very
always
beginning.
a Boy Scout in the series, in the comics. He was always
Wolverine
been, like-
called him that too.
And then, I mean, even the funny
Well,
thing
well-
is that like but they gave him more drama, more. He made him more tortured. But then it was always funny hearing him, hearing him suffer out loud with his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like, yeah, you do. You sound like that. I'm so confused, Gene. What would Professor X do? I'm so lost. I'm like, you don't sound lost. You sound like
if only the
completely
professor was
confused.
here. I long for the professor's presence.
But he also had the greatest superhero landing.
That was sick.
Okay,
He did the axe and just went. Oh, that was just
And lovers of the video game too.
Right.
He also did the Marvel vs. Capcom Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
And with the X and everything.
So I was like,
yes. Matter of fact, I was watching it. Nobody was at my house, so I could get loud. And I was talking to the TV because you should. And I was like, "Fucking open it up, Cyclops! Open the whole shit! Open the goddamn thing!"
Shit out.
And sure enough, he did.
The only thing that was missing is him saying, "Behold."
That's it. That's
Behold.
Doesn't he say you'll never hurt him like that again or something like that, right? You never hurt him like that again. Yeah,
You never hurt my family again. And I'll take glass.
I mean, other things like, all right, going from Scott Summers, of course, Cable. Or Nathan Summers. Man, that was great.
And they showed his telepathic powers right there.
His abilities have always been kind of a mystery. Even in that same video game that we were talking about, there's even a part when you win with him, they all have like a little animation.
Yeah.
And one of his animations is that his metal arm gets really long and bony, and I was like, that's not an ability. What?
Yeah.
You know, but you other than him being a time traveler and
having big
having
guns.
big guns and being a really good aim, his abilities were never really discussed. They were a mystery, and this one kind of shed a little bit of light.
Yeah,
I mean, he had to. His mom comes from good stock.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, he does. So, I mean, I really like that they tied that one up.
You know what? Maybe it probably hasn't been done in the comics too cheesy, but then one of his trademarks was his cybernetic eye always like flashing.
Oh, yeah.
What if one of his powers is just one little beam? He can't do much with it. He just open up cans of soda and shit.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just that one laser he can aim with. You know? like the laser and the gun. That's what it is.
So, here's another thing. Storm's whole journey.
Her journey. That's
loses her powers, gets shot by the fucking Brotherhood. I'm not sorry, Friends of Humanity.
Yeah,
Executioner.
With the anti-mutant. Was it a serum or how's it work?
It was the cure gun.
Yeah, was it like what they explain as like nanotech? What they do?
It just reverses the X mutation, the X gene.
X gene.
And she goes on this whole journey in the desert of Arizona with Forge.
With Forge,
where she has to get her power back and defeat her demons. What the fuck was that bird? What was that? Was that a real thing?
So that's exactly what I was going to ask. So was this?
It's called Nightmare, right?
So was it an actual bird, or was it her own? Was it something that she actually made out of herself?
We don't know. You have to remember she's also got a lot of issues too. Like she's severely claustrophobic.
Yeah,
she's buried alive.
Yeah, and she has to deal with the fact that the people of Wakanda consider her a goddess.
Right.
You know, and she doesn't feel like she's worthy of that. So she has all of this stuff on her mind already, and that was a manifestation of everything going on.
It's like Inside Out 2.
Hey! See? Catch it at a theater near you.
Full circle. Inside Out 3 featuring Storm. So that's kind of her journey there. And then I really like the fact that they went to her old costume, the black one.
The black one.
And that was really cool. They even gave her
In fact, seeing all of them go and get their secondary costume, their old school, was it giant size X-Men costume?
Yeah.
And Wolverine the brown suit. I was like,
even Jean Grey and her Miss Marvel.
And you know what the funny thing is? She decides to wear the big yellow mask. She doesn't have to.
No.
It's like,
No. She has to. No, let's get that straight. She has to.
It's part of the outfit.
She signed up for it.
Yeah.
God damn it, it's part of the outfit.
I know.
So, like, other cool things. Like, again, Professor X. So he runs off. He goes off with his lady.
They just caught a lot of. There's just a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
A lot of the family drama with at the very end with Nathan and Jean and Cyclops when they had that last talk before you knew that they felt like they were going to sacrifice themselves at the end. That was really good because, like I said, it's just the little things. Like right from that scene, he's all, "Let's go, Jean," and they go. And the first thing they show you is Cyclops taking off his mask, and tears are coming out of his eyes, and he's shooting the hell out of it. I was just like, I don't know. It's just it hit the field,
and
bro. It hit the field.
And while that was all happening, they were playing the theme, and it slowed.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that one. To Noah, I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
They're doing the slow tinkly piano.
Yeah. So
Oh my god.
Like, this song is supposed to make me happy.
it's worth planning a sleepover so we can just watch it all again.
Oh yeah. You can watch the 10 episodes quick, no problem.
And then, and like you said, the cameos were awesome. We had cameos from, Hulk, Captain America, Spider-Man, Daredevil,
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger were there.
Cloak and Dagger.
And I like that Cloak and Dagger were there because they're a little obscure. And I was like, oh, they put Cloak and Dagger.
And then they finally answered the question, and then Eric was telling me about Peter Parker.
Peter Parker.
What happened? Did MJ come back to him afterwards, and they were together?
So that's probably the next Disney show then.
Yeah,
Spider-Man's gonna come
which
back.
I think definitely.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, and I love that one too.
That was a really good series.
And that scene with Peter Parker and Mary Jane watching the news footage, they're dressed and they look exactly like Spider-Man.
Yellow sweater.
Exactly.
So I was like, again, I heard the theme song. I was like, yes.
So
there's like a lot of good references in that show. We may have missed. It's worth a second watch.
Does anyone know anything about if it was just 40-year-old dads watching it, or were kids picking up on it? I showed my kids the first episode, and then they liked it, and then at behest of you guys telling me about episode 5, I had to catch up really quickly. And when I watched episode 5 by myself, I was like, I can't show them the show anymore because that's too it's too much for them.
Yeah, right.
I think one of them walked in while it was happening. Like, I think Audrey walked in, and then without me even telling her, she's like, I don't want to watch the show. She ran out. Yeah.
Wow.
So
You see the devastation.
Yeah, but then, is it creating new X-Men fans? Because I think the ultimate aim is, to create the X-Men movies in the MCU. Right?
I think it is, but I mean, maybe a good context would be Eric, because Eric was at Ontario Comic Con, where a lot of the voiceover actors were, and those lines when he was because I was telling director Isabel I really wanted to go to that, but I wasn't 100%. I think I was still sick, and we're like, well, like I want to go and get Gambit's autograph. I want to really get Magneto's autograph, because I feel like in this show Magneto's writing was on par, dude. Yeah. Everything what he was saying, like when they were in Genosha and she was all like, how are you gonna have what did he say, like a dictator as a tyrant as a leader? And he's like, well, we have leaders as tyrants anyways, or whatever. And something like that.
His acting made Magneto truly sympathetic.
Yes,
and it made it and. There's times where you're like, nah, fucking kill him. Do it, Magneto. Come on.
Yeah.
Like in the episode with the trial.
The second episode.
Where he
demonstrates his power, but then he doesn't do it.
And I'm not going to do it, but I can.
So he's like, what did he say?
Prove me wrong.
Yeah. No. He says, what did he say? He says, don't make me...
battery?
Don't prove me right.
Something flashing.
Uh-oh.
What's it say?
It's how bright we are.
If it's a SIM card.
Oh.
That's okay. Hey, you know what? Fuck that. We're let it ride. We got this.
We'll just.
That's okay. We'll let it ride. Well, 3 minutes. So if that cuts off, you'll be able to at least hear us still.
The rest of it. Yeah.
So you just Magneto's been like, I could totally have sex with Rogue. I'm not going to, but I can.
But I can do this.
He's the only one who can create a Magneto.
Going back to what I was asking, so you saw the lines.
I saw the lines.
Was there a mixture of? Was it a mixture, or was it like a lot of people like us, our 40-year-old men? They were like, hey.
There was actually a lot of mixture of both.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So we know that we're maybe creating.
But the convention before that, I went to WonderCon.
Right.
Lenore Zan was also there. There was nobody in line.
Who's that?
For her. The voice actress for Rogue.
What was it before the show?
That was before the show.
There you go.
Yeah, but after the show, I'm like,
everybody
oh my God, the line was so long.
It rekindled a lot of stuff for them. Yeah, it definitely did. And that's great. I mean, this way, more people. As soon as my kid can read, I'm gonna start throwing comic books at him.
That's the most important thing, because the thing with comics is that, and I keep hearing it over and over again, is that there's no new readers. But that if there's a platform like Disney Plus offering great shows like this, and kids glom onto it, and then their dads go like, well, you want to know more about that? And bring out a long box, and boom, here you go. Bring out my trade paper.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to give him my lob box. Those are my valuables. I'm just going to buy him his own shit.
And put on your fucking gloves first.
And that's actually what happened with me for Superman. like when I saw the show Superman, that's when I'm like, okay, like
Wait, which one? You mean Lois and Clark?
no,
Or you
the
mean
Superman like animated
WB?
series.
Somebody?
Yeah,
Wait, cartoon.
the cartoons.
Superman the animated
yeah, the animated
series.
series
Yeah.
with and then Justice League came out. I'm like, oh yes,
That was a good one too.
yeah, that
I
was
could-
a really
theme
really
song
good show.
in there too. Dun, 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 dun.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
So that kind of made my interest a little bit more for comics, and that's when I started buying comics again.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that this show is gonna do the same thing for.
I'm just hoping there's a lot of like older
readers.
dads, like some of the you guys are like. I mean, I'm
And-
not a dad yet, but maybe they have an older kids, 12, 13, that they can introduce us, and we'll make new fans that way.
What
too.
did you tell me about like you watching the show? Like what did it do for you?
Sandbag.
It just brought me back to I mean, made me want to read comics again.
Or maybe you want okay.
Yeah, I subscribed to the what is it, Marvel Unlimited, which is like
Oh yeah, that's the digital comic.
the digital comics.
What
that
do
you
you
can
have
read
there
them.
in your Jim Lee Batman?
What do you got?
bag?
Wait, what you got?
The
Well, first
Jim
off,
Lee
show off the
backpack.
bag.
Show off the bag.
We
This is the
talked
bag that
about
we
this-
talked about.
This is the legendary
Is it
bag.
dead? Oh, no more?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay,
But this is the bag that I
imagine
got.
it.
Yeah, just imagine it. This is the bag that I talked about in
Okay.
the previous podcast. I don't know what episode it was, but basically it led to me getting
When you went to
Jim
the
Lee's
old
autograph.
Comic Con, right?
Yes.
I think it
Yeah.
was, yeah.
The original Jim Lee
Last
slip
year's Comic Con.
with the coffee stain print that I have now.
Let's see there.
I have it now.
But it's
Bet-
touched by Jim Lee.
I know.
Better story.
So you said that you want to start collecting comics.
I do want to start collecting comics.
Okay. And you said you used to have some.
A lot of the X-Men ones for sure.
Okay. So this would be a good starting point for you. It's like it's.
Oh, that's
Take
a
a
good
picture.
cover too, man.
I remember that. It had that one before.
So
Eric.
what he's holding is Jim Lee's X-Men 1, published 92?
Oh my
91.
God.
91.
The Magneto cover. Now,
The
there's the
Magneto.
Magneto cover, but it was actually a series of 4 covers that made a giant
Jesus.
Panoramic
mural.
picture.
Like a panoramic
of
mural,
the X-Men
yeah.
fighting
So-
Magneto. Oh, man.
I'm gonna give this to you, but all I gotta tell you is, good luck, because this is the start of your collect.
Yeah, you're doomed.
Yeah.
We'll see you at the next con. Bro.
I know.
So, just wanna let you know that down the road there'll be a shot, a panel of Psylocke coming out of a pool that you will never forget. She is like it's been 30 years, fucking 30 years,
And you can still
think-
see it?
I know that she's standing
Eric,
like
you
this.
just take me back. Am I really crying? You just took me back to 1994, bro. And I remember.
91.
No, for me at least.
Oh,
Walking around like Stater Brothers, and they used to be on a
spinners.
spinner. And I remember just my mom and dad would be shopping, and I'd be opening them, and I remember reading them. And then if we had money, I'd ask my mom and
nicking
dad
the
to buy it
covers.
for me,
Yeah.
and take it home. And thanks, brother.
You're welcome,
You
man.
gotta
Why do you
keep-
think I was in my storage unit a lot? Like the past few
You were
years?
trying to dig through long boxes
Yes.
for that guy?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was digging for that.
You really brought me back, brother. Thank you. I really
got
do
you, man.
appreciate it, man. This
I
is
got you,
another
I
one that's
got
going
you.
up on the wall.
Yeah.
I was already kind of looking at a comic book frames to go around and started to put them around my room because you gave me when I first moved out of my old apartment. Eric gave me a welcome present, which was the Death of Captain America series, which
Oh,
had
yeah.
all different covers, which the Iron Man, the Avengers, just people, everyone's different perspective of it. And what I really wanted to do was I really wanted to get the Captain America shield and then put them in like a star around it, and I think that would look fucking amazing. So I've been really putting in that. I know that director's might I kind of share a room now, and I know she might not want some Hello Kitty stuff for
Hey,
stuff
she
somewhere.
knew what she signed up for.
Yeah, but I really want that somewhere in the room, and I really appreciate it, Eric. Now I just don't know where I'm gonna hang this boy because I also have the one with Stan Lee that I need to put up as well. So there's a lot, but thank you really much.
I got
Very
you,
much. I
man.
really appreciate it. Hit the heart. I really
racks,
appreciate it.
Those racks that you're talking about were I think we all got our start.
Oh yeah,
because
Yeah.
I remember
Spinners, man.
picking up
X Factor and all. I used to,
I remember picking up my first DC comic book off of that one, and that was it was called the Mosaic. It was the Mosaic story arc of the Green Lantern, and it wasn't Hal Jordan. It was John Stewart.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I was like, John Stewart's my favorite of the Green Lanterns, because I was exposed to John Stewart more than I was Hal Jordan. And to me, John Stewart.
Damn it! I just got like this stabbing nostalgia of not seeing spin racks anymore, and I remember buying comics from spin rack and needing to get to the last two to get one that wasn't nicked.
Right. Yeah.
And I go through it and I'm like, oh god, no, Nick.
Because you remember the next evolution was the rack wall.
Yeah.
Like this now.
And then everything was bagged.
Yeah.
But then,
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I remember those times where just the spinner racks.
Those are the days, man.
And it was a random, and there was a random ass aisle too. So, they could be like fucking canned goods. And there was a
real quick,
spinner rack.
I've always wondered this. Why do they call you Teardrop Tony?
You wonder now why. You wonder why.
We just got a live demonstration.
Wait, I think this might be the first time we've seen him cry on camera.
On the pod.
On the pod. Yeah, on the pod.
Yeah.
It happens a lot, guys.
Yeah.
Worth it. Because you know what? He just knows how to hit him too, man. Because when he gave me a couple of things the last time too, like the Thanos one, and then especially the Jim Lee one, because I know how much it meant to him. I was like, damn. I was trying to hold it together, and I was like, dude, not here. He
goes to a storage rack or storage facility before he record. He's like, who am I going to destroy today?
His heart am I gonna fucking affect today?
Oh, he'll cry today.
Oh,
sure.
God, dude.
Yeah, that's.
So, I've been doing a lot of digging in my storage unit, and as you know, I went to Ontario Comic Con, and there's this image in our thread that El Guapo's always posting.
Right.
You know, it's an image of Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Right.
You know, I think it's Marvel Knights. It's from Marvel Knights, right?
Yeah, it is. I think it is Marvel Knights.
Yeah,
and
from
episode. It's the second issue in the Guardian Devil series.
They're off a cliff. You got their webs and the Billy Club.
That's really cool.
So, so I have the thing is, like, I buy a lot of comics, or I used to buy more comics back in the day, but I never read the majority of them.
Right.
I just
True collector.
Yeah, I just like
got it.
Yeah. I just like you know, and then of course I was digging for that because I don't know where that was.
Yeah.
But when he and I told him like, hey, Jimmy Palmiotti is gonna be in Ontario Comic Con, you know, and then I asked him like, do you have anything that you know you might?
And I did. I have that issue, but I have it graded, so it's already in the plexiglass.
Oh, damn!
You know, and it's one of his favorite issues. It's one of his favorite series, I guess.
That's then Guardian Devil for sure. Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, you know what? I have that. Like in my storage unit.
No way.
I'm like, okay, like it's just like in my storage unit, so let me just get the autograph, you know. So
no, you didn't.
No way.
I've known about this.
Dig through the crates.
I know. Let me see. Hopefully, So.
Oh my God, he has it. Oh.
It's signed by Jimmy Palmiotti. And it's also graded, and it's for you.
God.
Yeah.
Oh man, and this is
it. The only bad part is you can't have it CGC graded anymore because I have it authenticated.
Yeah, in the back.
In the back. But you already have like a CGC.
I have a CGC one already.
But you know, you would appreciate this more than I would. So
this is my all-time favorite Daredevil series, and I like it because. Kevin Smith also wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I like it because it also shows how Daredevil is vulnerable.
Right.
And he cares for a baby.
Oh.
God damn it, man.
He's glossing.
God damn it, man.
Oh, welcome to my world.
Oh, dude.
See, comics would make us cry.
It's because it's the passion, you know.
Right.
That's why. That's because of the passion that we have, and following it for such a long time. That's why, after 10 years of watching the movies, Captain America say "Avengers Assemble" was such a big
to us.
Yeah.
Well, because comics and cartoons and all that stuff we watched when we were kids, it was our first exposure to any kind of drama and misery and tragedy and humor, right? And then that's why I like that we're adults now, and all the things that our parents or adults dismiss as, oh, that's kid stuff, that's right. No, this is legitimate art now, and it's the culture now, and that's why we build fucking theme parks and go to them, and spend all our fucking money on toys over and over again, and it's okay. I'm okay.
The
I'm not sick, Mom.
The issue 1 cover of Guardian Devil is also the cover for the hardback of the collection of all of them. It's the Daredevil upside down, jumping out of a building and throwing his billy club.
Oh,
at the very end of the movie with Ben Affleck. There's a part where he's on top of a building and he's listening, because he's got super hearing. He's listening to the reporter write his report about how Daredevil is a lawyer named Matt Murdock, but then he deletes the whole thing. And he comes out, and then Daredevil stands up, and then the reporter looks up and he says, "Go get him, Matt." And he just kind of nods at him. He runs the other way, and he jumps off the building, and he does that very thing. And I looked at my brother, and I went, because I knew where it was from. I knew it was, and I was like, this is it, dude.
Those images are ingrained in our heads.
Yeah.
This is it. That was it. I mean, and the fact that in the movie, at the very beginning, you see him hugging that cross while he's bleeding.
Right.
That's on the back cover of that same one. So him hugging the cross, I was like, dude, they did it all.
They did it all.
They did it all right there. It's the only thing is that movie isn't the Guardian Devil story.
Right.
But they did it all. Even Elektra getting stabbed through the heart and her side coming out of the back of her. It's all right there.
Yeah.
I was like,
so awesome.
Jesus, oh man, this one, damn.
So, I don't want to break up this little love fest, but now it's time for war.
I don't want to battle him now.
Well, we're gonna. As tradition with our what do we call them? 5th episodes? Our special. We'll just say El Guapo episodes.
El Guapo episodes.
We always pit E versus El Guapo in a battle of wits. It could be comics. Last episode, they famously acted out a comic.
Oh, yes.
And they mimed
badly.
That was still
It was fun, though. It was still fun. It was still fun. I love
it. Oh, verily, Daredevil. And then Daredevil's like, oh, hey, sorry about that. I guess.
And I was just trying to do this, man.
So we have a text thread, and then the other day, I forgot who. No,
it was me.
It was the one that initiated it.
El Guapo put up an image of Morpheus holding a red pill and a blue pill, and then one of them said Justice League, and one of them said X-Men.
One of them said, if you take this pill, you get all the powers of the Justice League.
I'm sorry.
And if you take this other pill, you get all the powers of the X-Men.
Justice League and one's Justice League, one's X-Men.
And the X-Men.
We all kind of chimed in at first. Now, I'm trying to...
Now, I'm going to be honest. I didn't chime in because I was watching Inside Out 2.
Well, hold on. I just want to, track this, okay? So, this was Thursday. Oh, my God.
But I remember when I got out of the movie theater...
God. Hold on. This is longer than I
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
When I got out of the movie theater, it was 66 text messages.
So, let me just put this down. Friday, June 14th at 6:17 p.m., he sends this image. And then we all start chiming in. And it goes on between El Guapo and
Eric, back and forth. Back and forth.
They're sending memes. They're saying pictures. They're saying a clip from Scrubs.
No, because that was Wonder Twins.
That was Wonder Twins.
Hold on, I'm. It's still going.
Form
Jesus Christ.
Ice Fedora.
So.
Look, man, this is why I love this man, though, because I could do this with him, and I know that he has the same stuff.
The knowledge is there, bro.
And then we finally, oh my God!
No, we talked about Donald Duck and
we started making a joke about Donald Duck having boners and stuff. But anyways, it went on, and the whole time. This going back and forth. It's just chiming in my pocket. I'm watching Blue with my kids. I'm having dinner. I'm reading. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Fuck, I'm really entertained by this. So then I put him. I put him on a task. I was like, what can we do for this special battle for episode 35? And I tasked them to pick 5 heroes.
Right.
He is going to pick 5 from the Justice League. And then El Guapo's going to pick 5 from the X-Men.
Okay.
And they're going to battle it out.
Duke it out.
Now, Neither of them did it. So right before the record,
that's what I got into. They're all right sitting down.
I was, and then after we were having our discussion, I was like researching too. I'm like, I gotta beat El Guapo.
Well, I gave them each a piece of paper. They made a list. All right. Now, do you guys remember your list?
I think I do. Yeah, I took a picture. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was writing stuff down.
Here's what we're gonna do. All right. You're gonna present your first. Well, I guess we'll just do a coin toss for now to see who presents their first fighter. Okay.
Our first fighter.
Yeah, and then you have the pirate ship, and you have to justify their win in one sentence. All right. And then
one sentence, or can it be more than one?
Are we gonna choose our fighter, and then he's gonna choose one? It doesn't have to be in an order.
Well, that's the thing. Like whoever picks first is gonna have the. Actually, whoever loses the coin toss will have to pick first because that puts them at a disadvantage.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So I'm using my lucky dime from DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Who wants to call it?
Go ahead, E.
Tails.
It is Tails.
Yeah.
So that means that you
go second, he goes first.
I pick first. All right.
Then again, I'll just for levity's sake, I'll give you 20 seconds.
20 seconds to pick or 20 seconds to battle?
20 seconds to say to tell your piece.
And then 25 seconds to explain. Well, actually, no. Then you have to pick yours too, because.
After he says it.
After he says it.
Pick your character.
I'm gonna pick my character. I'm gonna go with the first one on my list, and that's gonna be Wolverine.
All right. Okay. You got your character?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right.
So 25 seconds on the clock.
25 seconds on the clock.
Why is Wolverine your choice right now?
Because Wolverine, after having the adamantium treatment, is basically indestructible. The only thing that can kill him would be another adamantium bullet to the head, and they got rid of all the adamantium. So he's basically indestructible.
Okay.
His adamantium claws arguably could probably even pierce Superman, but that hasn't been proven.
All right. E?
Rebuttal. Who's you got?
Ready, E? For who's your character?
So if I use this next character, I can't use them again.
Yeah.
Right. Oh shit! Okay, dang. All right, I gotta choose carefully. Okay. I got
we're
it.
in battle, but it's gonna be best of 5.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
One.
Well, announce your character.
Oh, okay. It's Wonder Woman.
Okay. Go.
Okay, Wonder Woman. Of course, she could target agile and close combat fighters from the X-Men, including Wolverine. She has mastery in weapons, magic. You know, magic could nullify the effects of his healing, and I think she can just beat him.
3,
Yeah,
2.
And she has super strength, and she has the invisible jet.
Time. All right.
The invisible jet. She does have the invisible jet. Make it look like she's pooping in the air. She flies by. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna give El Guapo a 10-second rebuttal. Ready? Go.
Okay. Wolverine still has adamantium claws that can still cut through the God Killer, her sword, and possibly even take out her gauntlets.
All right. Now we're going to deliberate.
Oh, okay. Can do.
So.
Okay. So I can get work. Okay. AE brings up a good point. She does have magic, but has it been in the comics? Has she ever used it to lower anybody's ability to heal? So that's I don't think it has.
She has God mode.
Well, here's what I can say
takes
though.
off her thing. She's got God mode.
But how quickly can Wolverine dispatch her before she gets the magic? If she's using all her conventional weapons to stop him.
Well, she's faster though.
Okay, yeah, she just takes off her.
I'm gonna throw this really quick in here.
Yeah.
I learned about Wolverine a couple days ago because I've been on a Wolverine spree.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Wolverine. No. Sorry. Wolverine describes his first battle with the Hulk. Okay, saying per blow, it felt like at first it didn't hurt, but it hurt afterwards. Meaning for him that it sounded every time the Hulk punched him, it's like his soul came out of his body for how hard. Pretty much he was dead, and then came back and then felt the pain. So that's how fast his healing factor was.
It's not fast at all, then.
So you gotta think about it this way: the punch was so hard that he didn't feel it.
Which Hulk?
And then he would feel.
So you're saying that like he could take her punches.
I feel like he could take if Hulk is the Hulk from what we know. I feel like he can take Miss God Mode, and I think he could still be able to handle her punches. No matter her super strength, Hulk has super strength.
You're talking about God Mode Diana, right?
Well, I don't know about
God Mode Diana. All right, so I'll say this
because I'm talking about regular, like the first time the Hulk fought the Wolverine. So it wasn't Super Hulk. It wasn't anything. It was just the Hulk.
Yeah.
So, but I think he could. But if Hulk is the Hulk, he could actually punch him to the point where he's dead for a split second, then feels the pain. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
because if we're going that route, I'll give you an example. God Mode Diana is basically as strong as Zeus. Zeus one punched Hulk.
But
to the point where
here's what I'll say though.
Okay, what's your rebuttal?
I would say that if she's encountering Wolverine, right? And she is not ready for him, or I guess convert to God mode.
Right.
I think Wolverine could hurt her faster than she could activate.
I can see that. Okay.
So
So we're talking about both people not knowing each other.
They ran up each other. Wolverine's
as a warrior, let's talk about like just the fighting, like just the fighting IQ and all that. Like I know that Wolverine's old, but Diana's way older. She has more experience in fighting than Wolverine.
She is 10,000 years old.
Yeah.
So who do you give it to?
And she is from a warrior race.
Even though,
so is Wolverine though. He's from Canada. Oh wait,
I want to give it to Wolverine, but I feel like I can see that.
And she is she is a part of the Trinity. She is a Trinity.
I'm gonna give it to Diana.
All right, I'm gonna give it to Wolverine.
Oh,
you are the tiebreaker, Director Isabel.
And this is her not knowing that much.
Just what she knows about what we're going off about.
From what you just heard about these guys say, who do you think's gonna win? And don't bring your wokeness.
Bring your wokeness.
I'm gonna have to go with Eric.
Say it out loud.
Eric.
With Eric.
All right.
Eric.
All right.
Eric.
So
Very
we got
number one
woman for the win.
Ding. 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 Ding.
All right. Ready for round two?
Round two.
All right. So you have to pick yours first, and then
okay. I kind of get the concept now.
Yeah.
Man, but I hate the fact that I can't use them again.
Can't use them again.
I mean,
shit.
All right. Who's next?
Fuck. I don't want to use my big guns right away.
I had one to go up against Wonder Woman 2, and it wasn't Wolverine.
Yeah. That's what makes it fun.
I think you're smart on that one, though. Start with Wolverine. Okay.
Oh man. The Flash.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So ready? You got 25
seconds. Go.
Actually, don't you have to announce yours too?
No, I didn't do that. Like,
no, remember he announced it after he did his.
Right. But the thing is, like, yeah, that's kind of. Shouldn't we do it that way? Or no?
Announce them first, and then you tell me why.
Yeah.
Because
then I don't know who we are.
Oh, because you can level them up. I get it.
All right. So then, if I'm gonna go with my second one, you're gonna go with the Flash. Man, I think I'm gonna go with the Scarlet Witch.
All right.
Oh shit!
Eric,
dang it.
Go.
Well, okay. So Flash is really the fastest man alive.
Mm-hmm.
He can actually move back in time, move faster than how he can think before she actually alters reality. Disrupt her concentration. She is prone to distraction. She's he can just like go back in time and just undo everything.
Time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. 25 seconds.
Go. Okay, so the Scarlet Witch, though, as we have seen already, is actually pretty fast too, and with her hexes, can create whole cities and whole worlds. So the Flash can believe he's going back in time, but in essence, it's actually something that the Scarlet Witch created because she got in his head a long time ago.
All right. 10 seconds. Rebuttal.
No rebuttal on that one because the only way, because last time we talked about it on the thread, it's a theme effort for me because that's what I told you on the thread. Like it has to be a theme effort from the Justice League in order to beat the Scarlet Witch.
So you're saying 1-on-1, you think the Scarlet Witch would win?
No.
So he. All right.
So you guys, we give it
I can see.
Go. 1 for El Guapo. Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
All right. So now El Guapo, you have to pick your third.
All right.
All right. Oh, what?
Got a theme song.
Oh, she pressed the. That's our dance button.
Dance party.
30-second dance party.
All right. Well,
All right.
I guess we have a theme song for my thinking music.
All right.
Coming up next.
Bring out your fighter.
All right, my fighter. The next one that I'm going to bring out, I don't know if this is going to be one person or technically it's one person. I'm going to go with the Phoenix/Dark Phoenix.
Oh, okay. And who are you bringing out, Eric?
Martian Manhunter.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
25 seconds, El Guapo. Ready? Go.
Okay, the Phoenix power we know is one of the most powerful things in the universe. And when she becomes the Dark Phoenix, she has tendencies to be murderous too. So she has no cares about who she's attacking, and she's psychic too. So she can destroy things with her mind. So I mean, damn.
Bam. Time.
Okay.
All right, Eric.
Well, it's kind of difficult doing 1v1 on this one because I did talk about how it's gonna take a whole team effort, but Martian Manhunter is a powerful telepath as well.
Yeah.
He could reason with Jean Grey, not the Dark Phoenix, and also he is very, very strong physically as well. I don't have a lot of time to. Yeah, but because it's 1v1 against those powerful characters, I can't really. Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Go for it. El Guapo.
The Phoenix, yes, is gonna be vulnerable if the Martian Manhunter gets into her head and starts speaking to Jean Grey. So I do agree on that one. But well,
yeah, but yeah, like. On that concept, like, yeah, you can't. I'm gonna concede on this one too because I can't. It's the Dark Phoenix.
Even Professor X.
Once you said it, I was like,
yeah, because I'm like, even like on the thread, we talked about that on the thread. Well, I'm like, okay, it's gonna take a whole team effort to beat the Phoenix, from the Justice League.
Because I think one of your big guns, and I know your big gun's still coming up, is Superman.
Well, you don't know that.
You don't know that.
I already know that.
You don't know that. How do you
because
know?
I know I read the thread that you just had to think that he was one of your prime suspects. I don't know. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, that's 2 for El Guapo.
Doing 2 for 1. Yeah, 2 for 1.
Right, so this could be it for Eric because it's best of 5. Who's your fighter?
It's gonna have to be Superman.
Fucking knew that shit.
All right, mine. Professor X.
Oh shit!
Wow,
Professor X.
What kind of a battle will we see here?
Oh, we've already got a scenario.
All right. Wait, who's starting?
Wait. So this time it'll be flipped around. So
Eric's starting. Eric's starting. El Guapo, then Eric rebuttal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
So I'm starting.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we talking about like evil Superman here, or are we talking about?
You tell me.
What Superman are we talking about?
What
Superman are we
the
talking
Superman
about?
that will kill him, or
Evil Superman and Superman are the same person, just like Phoenix and Dark Phoenix.
Which one you would need for Professor X?
Yeah.
Go.
Well, Superman can move faster than he can think. Before he can even think about controlling Superman, he would already be doing it. Yeah, simple as that. Like one flick, one heat vision. That's it.
Okay.
All right. Eric, you saw 6 seconds, right? All right, cool.
All right.
El Guapo, go.
All right. Well, we all know Superman is vulnerable to magic and mind control because even that star guy controlled Superman to the point where Superman gave his one trusted ally, Batman, who doesn't really care for him too much, a sliver of kryptonite just in case he gets mind controlled. Batman can kill him because he doesn't know what he's capable of. Professor X has the ability to control him, and he doesn't have to be in the room.
And time.
Okay.
So another rebuttal for that one, but not like the 1v1, like the 1v1 concept.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Wait, this is a rebuttal?
No, I'm not. I lost that one. But
Did
the
you?
thing, yeah, I did. But the thing is, it's kind of hard when you pit a 1v1 battle. You know, because
I can kind of see where you're coming from because
we talked about on the thread.
If we're putting the first three that Carlos put up, and then you put your three that you just put up. So we're talking about, okay, Wonder Woman, Superman, Martian Manhunter, and then on this side, Dark Phoenix, Professor X, and Wolverine. I can see where you're coming from in the sense that, like, okay, like, I see where you're coming from. Like, somebody needs to do something to take this person out, but at the same time, this person's got to do something to take this person out.
You know what?
This person's out to take this person out.
But here's the thing. I actually would give it to Superman this time.
Well, do you?
Yeah, I would. Because, I mean, if we're just talking about strict speed and strength, I feel that Superman could just wipe out Professor X before Professor X could do something.
Yeah, I've seen the way that Professor X,
the writer is too.
Yeah,
that's true.
But see, it takes a while for Professor X to break your mind.
I think, like, if it was a team-based thing,
it's not magic. It's telepathy.
Right after he kills Professor X, Dark Phoenix is gonna rip Superman's or explode Superman's brain. But I think Professor X would die.
And then Superman has healing powers, right? Like healing factor. But how fast is his healing factor?
He's only got a healing factor if he's being exposed to the sun.
Yeah.
So imagine how hot, because I've seen Dark Phoenix literally
take out the sun.
I mean, we saw it in the movies, we see it in the comic books. How powerful she is in the sense of like ripping things apart and just getting close to her, and it just. Well, remember the movies like the Wolverine? It's like his skin was literally just coming off. So imagine her going up against. I don't know. Like I see Dark Phoenix.
You can give it to.
I mean, at this point, I give it to Superman. I'm giving it to Superman.
I'm giving it to Professor X.
Because I don't think Professor X would ever would be that fast.
I think the only way Professor X wins this one, honestly, is if he's not anywhere near Superman. If he uses Cerebro to catch him, then maybe. But if they're in the same arena, Superman takes him out.
Because my thing is like my counter on the thread.
Take his hover chair and throw it to the sun.
Because on the thread that we were doing, and my counter was Green Lantern can create constructs, basically to create Magneto head shields to protect against So
that's okay. So I guess this takes us to our final battle. And we already know who it's going to be. It's going to be Magneto versus Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Well, okay. That's actually a...
That's not bad.
I don't know. It's not one-sided one.
I don't
know. They have... Honestly, they might have very similar powers if you really think about it.
Well, wait. Hold on. I want you to go for your team.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you 30 seconds. 5 extra seconds. To get this...
Because right now it's 2-2. Perfect. And I believe it's an honest 2-2.
And you guys can be gentlemen about who wants to start.
Okay. I didn't say which Green Lantern.
Okay, declare it.
Okay.
Declare it.
Kyle Rayner.
Kyle Rayner.
All right.
He's the most powerful one.
Yeah, he's the most powerful one, like in DC Comics. And he has...
Because he's the start.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. All
right. So ready?
Give me Magneto.
And go.
All right. Well,
Oops,
he only gave me 10 seconds.
Hold on. 30 seconds and go.
Okay, so I chose Magneto because he is the master of magnetism. The man is powerful enough that if he concentrates hard enough, he can move the whole Earth because the Earth has iron in it. So we've even seen him pull adamantium out of a indestructible being's body.
Oh, God,
so the fact that he can move anything metal or anything that has iron in it, makes him one of the most powerful X-Men in the universe. So Magneto, plus he can create a shield around himself.
All right.
And I'm like, I need an EPS and stop all electricity in the world. I'm about to get in there, but I was like, nah.
And go, Eric.
Okay, the Green Lantern spectrum or the Green Lantern color is one of the most powerful weapons in the whole entire DC universe. Kyle Rayner has all of the colors.
So the colors that yeah, okay.
Yes. So all the most powerful weapons is his.
Wow.
That's all I gotta say.
So how can he use it against Magneto?
He can just use any, because he's very imaginative. He can literally imagine anything. To construct anything.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying that they have very similar powers because Kyle Rayner can create anything that Magneto throws at him. If he picks up beams, then Kyle Rayner will just create them.
You got 10 seconds. Ready? Go.
All right, Magneto, in my opinion, because he can create that shield, whatever constructs that Kyle Rayner will throw at him, he can try to block them the best he can with that shield.
Oh. All right. So here's what we could say. We have one who controls metal, one who controls anything. But let me ask you something. Does he control silver? The color silver?
Kyle Rayner or Magneto?
Kyle Rayner.
He can do anything.
Yeah, he can do anything.
So if he created a shield made out of fucking like adamantium, right? Then Kyle Rayner could.
Nope. But see, that's the thing is that the constructs that aren't magnetic. They're parts of his imagination that become physical. Yeah.
Because he has all the rings, right? All the colors.
He has all the colors of the rings.
So it doesn't matter what Magneto does. He could just take a giant create a giant hammer and then smash.
This is all I gotta say.
And it's not magnetic, so he can't even stop it.
Can't stop it. That's why he would have to depend on his defensive abilities with that shield.
So the shield, even the Kaiju Sentinel was able to penetrate it.
That's true.
Oh, and that's just a fucking. Oh, your mic.
Yeah. So the Kaiju Sentinel was able to penetrate it.
I mean, we gotta give it to him.
Yeah,
and the winner.
It's E.
It's lovely Justice League.
And he used the Green Lantern.
All right, now, real quick, was there any configuration that you could have felt that you could have lost that battle, or anyone that you would put up against Green Lantern?
That's hard.
I honestly think.
Do you think even Onslaught would be able to handle that?
Onslaught killed everybody. So Onslaught may have been able to handle it.
For those who don't know, it's Professor X,
and
Magneto together.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I put Green Lantern on there, but initially I wasn't, and he wasn't my trump card because at first we were just like trying to do because I thought it was gonna be a team versus team kind of thing, not an individual one.
I thought the same thing. That's why I put Wolverine on my list, thinking Wolverine can go
like
back.
To be fair, like it could go that direction, but I knew that if we didn't, this would be another 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I get you.
I was like, I can see that. If we're talking about a Civil War type of deal, right, where we got one team hitting up against another team.
Because I didn't want to use like Kyle Rayner because that's like a cheat code.
But you know what I love most about seeing this debate was that they each had to concede certain things about the opponent. Which shows, again, they were gentlemen, and also they're very well read in comics. I mean, I love this.
Yeah,
I mean, the next time, episode 45, the next logical step is they're both fit and buff. They both got their costumes on, and you have to get in the fucking ring.
Just go at it.
It's like fucking like Jonas. Why is there an octagon in your backyard? Well, I asked you to wear the Daredevil for a reason.
Damn. Put 2 and 2 together.
Oh man,
I'm just as blind as Daredevil actually is.
So, he actually set up a little battle between you and me.
So now, flip it a little bit, guys.
Just to get a little Disney in here. You tell us what you got going for us.
So it's just a little quiz, probably just a 10-question.
Okay.
Can you guys want to do it multiple choice? That way it'll be easier.
Or is it just call out?
I think just call out, to be honest with you. If we don't know it, then you can do that, but I doubt it. Like, if we don't know, we don't know it.
It's focused on Disney. We always joke with Tony that he doesn't know a lot about Disney movies, just the parks.
No. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does know a lot about the movies. I never said that he doesn't know anything about it. All I'm saying is he's never watched any single one of them. He's just watched reviews, read spoilers. I mean,
you rock star.
I love Michael Douglas.
He watched videos of people watching the movies.
I do. I'm a reactor guy.
I love the movies and I love the shows.
Yeah.
I love the parks, but I don't know as much about the parks and the history as he does. So you found a little quiz online?
I did actually. Let me see. I wrote it right here.
Mousetopia.
Not this one.
Has the answer first.
Mousetopia.
I guess we do that.
All right.
Right here.
All right. Ready?
Hold on.
Okay. So this is multiple choice.
I asked AI. I actually, to be honest with you, I asked AI for this one.
Oh.
All right, how about this?
All right.
He has to read out all four Wait, no. Should he read out the answers or should we? Because it's multiple choice, right?
It's multiple
If
choice.
it's multiple choice, he has to read out the full
Oh, you don't.
answer.
Yeah.
All right.
If you guys just want to try to call it out and know the answer, then
Okay, cool.
come up from your memory, then no.
How do you want to do it?
Let me see.
All right. Ready?
So you want to do
hold on.
multiple choice or do you
No,
want?
what happens is he'll
Just-
start reading them out, but if we know it. Mousetopia.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
And
give
it's
me
10
a
questions,
sec.
right?
Let me see. Where is it?
And if we both get it wrong, then we'll move to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Okay.
look at his glasses, Jones.
All right. First question. What is the name of the restaurant in Disneyland that is known for its Monte Cristo sandwich?
Oh. Go.
It's Cafe Orleans.
Yes, 1 point for Tony.
All right.
That's one. Okay. Question 2. Which Disney movie features the character? This is pretty easy. Cruella de Vil.
Mousetopia.
Oh, I got it.
101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Who said it first?
He did.
Okay.
Jonas. 1-1.
I was a gentleman. I conceded because I heard him say it first.
Okay. Do we just do like 5 questions?
No,
I do the 10.
get it through it.
Okay. What is the name of the volcano in the Enchanted Tiki Room at Disneyland?
Oh, shit.
Oh, I don't know this one. That's a
Read 'em
good
out. Read 'em
one.
out.
Should I like
Go through
Read them out.
Okay.
Whatever, we'll just guess because we don't even know.
I'm
A.
trying to think of the.
Krakatoa, B. Kilauea, C. Mauna Loa, D. Pele?
Mousetopia. Pele.
Wrong.
Say it again. The first three again.
A. Krakatoa, B. Kilauea, C. Mauna Loa.
Mousetopia. I'm gonna say Mauna Loa.
Nope.
All right.
Dang.
Wash.
Should
All
I-
right.
yeah,
Keep going.
it's should
Just
I
skip it,
Yeah,
just skip
okay.
it. We're-
Answer
we're-
is A. Krakatoa.
I didn't even see. Like I heard
Okay.
it, I was like, I had to go back to the queue. But then you know the funny thing is, when I'm in the queue, I'm usually in the good bathroom.
Yeah, the good restroom right there.
Yeah. Just don't tell anyone.
This one. What is the name of the horse in the movie Tangled?
Mousetopia. Maximus.
Yes.
Maximus.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. What about this? Let me see. Oh, another Tangled question. What is the name of the chameleon in the movie Tangled?
Mousetopia.
Oh,
Pascal.
Pascal.
You gotta watch Disney movies, Tony.
That's my favorite.
Oh,
Well, no,
Jesus.
to be,
Okay.
all right, Miss Mel said that was their first date movie, Tangled.
Okay.
But to be fair, he wasn't paying attention to the movie, he was paying attention to you.
Oh, see,
Yeah, that's what
he was captivated.
Okay, this one doesn't have a multiple choice.
Okay.
What is the name of the submarine ride in Disneyland Tomorrowland?
Mousetopia. It's the submarine. Wait, it's the Finding Nemo submarine voyage.
Yes. Wow. Dang, Tony.
I was
that one
immediately
out.
gonna go submarine
Okay.
voyage. Yeah, that's a good.
Okay.
One. Yeah.
I'm gonna be fair and do another Disneyland question. Which Disneyland ride was the first to use audio animatronics technology?
Mousetopia.
Okay.
This is okay, cause it's a trick question. It was the Abe Lincoln one, but that's not a ride. So I'm going to say the Jungle Cruise.
No.
Mousetopia, Pirates of the Caribbean.
No.
Oh, what?
Okay. It says the first Disneyland ride to use audio animatronics technology. I think this is wrong.
Well,
Mousetopia. Tiki Room?
Yes.
oh man!
Dang,
Wait, you
what's
know
the score?
what?
What's
See,
the-
I know
what's the-
that now. I know that's true because I know he was inspired to create audio.
And it was the first thing there,
This is
yeah.
the bird that he got in New Orleans. Fuck! God damn
I
it!
saw that in San Francisco. They have one there.
God damn it! Yeah, the little mechanical bird. Yeah. All right. God
All
damn
right.
And
Another
you got one in your living room too.
it. All right. Yeah. I know.
Okay. Another question. A race to 5? Yeah? Let's just do race to 5. Who gets to 5?
3-3.
Yeah.
All right.
Which Disney movie features the character Hades?
Mousetopia. Hercules.
Hercules.
This is skewing exactly as we thought it would. Right? Movies
and
parks.
Okay, this one's fairly easy. What year did Disneyland first open to the public?
Mousetopia.
That's him.
1955.
Damn it. See. But I knew that one
Okay,
too.
who
It
wins?
just seems
Oh,
great.
this is it.
Okay.
Bottom of the ninth.
Which question?
I know. I'm like, hold on.
You got to
You wanna see? You wanna see?
I want you to name Disney executives.
No, that was too easy.
Yeah, like you choose.
No, that's too easy too.
You know what? It actually should be the easy question that we both know to see who just knows.
Who gets
it
in
fast.
there?
Okay.
All right then. I'm gonna give you this one right here.
All right.
No, and there's gonna be no multiple choice.
All right.
Which Disneyland attraction is known for its singing ghosts?
Mousetopia!
Damn.
Who can we give it to? Let's just say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. The Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, there we go. It is.
Do you like guacamole?
Did you guys just become best friends? Yup.
There's a problem now, though. There's a problem now.
I guess do another tiebreaker.
No. What happened
So-
is that we proved that we both love Disney equally.
Yeah.
We proved the parks and the movies.
Yes.
And together we are Mousetopia.
When do twin powers activate?
Yay!
Form of mist.
Ice Menorah.
Form of a nice
No,
menorah.
but it was really, I was like, yep, I know the movies, he knows the parks.
Yeah. So, see, I know the parks, but I know the movies, but it's just, I don't know. It's like, I have to think about it. Because I know Maximus. I don't know. It's just.
No, but things like
yeah.
the Tiki Room question, that was something where like it didn't even occur to me. I was just thinking about, oh yeah, fucking pirates. you
Yeah.
know? So you legitimately knew that one, you know?
For that one, I asked AI to generate some questions.
That's pretty
No, but
crazy.
still work.
I'm like,
man.
because I was like looking up like Google questions at first. I'm like, oh, these are too easy. And I just asked AI. Okay, so now the
We're
prize
closing
was,
out.
Close it out.
Yeah, we're closing out, but there was a prize.
Oh man.
Whoever
Well
would
then
win.
okay. Shit.
Yeah,
okay,
so I don't know how we're gonna do it because
okay, well, do you want-
because earlier we gotta go back a little bit because we talked about how Lenore Zan, voice of Rogue, back then her autographs were not that expensive,
Right.
yeah. And then last time I went on at Ontario Comic Con, her price was like $90.
Jeez.
I think it was like 90. Yeah.
90.
Yeah, but I got her autograph before she blew up.
Oh,
so the price was. Where is it? An autograph picture.
So here's the thing. It's cool, but I will concede it to Tony because I was making fun of her.
Oh yeah,
That's
you
true.
were.
Entire episode.
Like all 90-year-old lady.
Well, that's a good deal, sugar. I can't make the sugar.
I mean, again, she sounds like Rome, but she sounds like 80-year-old Rome.
Oh, wow.
so-
Thank
But the age, that's the thing. That's they're supposed to.
I mean,
The only thing that would have made that picture sweeter is if it would have been of her laying down with the ass, like the one on the
well,
on the
shit.
meme.
I mean, if that was the case, I'd be like, fuck that. Punch.
I will graciously accept it from you, Jonas. Thank you so much, sir, for talking shit
About Lenore Zan.
about her. But I will take it because I wanted actually Magneto, so maybe I can get Magneto to sign it next time. But we'll see what's up.
You signed that one.
I
'cause,
know.
He's the only one who can create that magnetic condom.
So,
And
another supersized special episode of Mousetopia is
come
coming
to
to a
an
close.
end, guys.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Sorry,
Director
camera
Isabel-
shut off.
The camera's already off.
Yeah, but
But you guys are listening to on Spotify. And you guys are probably still if you guys are watching it on YouTube, I got pictures and stuff. You guys just find it.
oh no, well, Director Isabel has some camera footage.
Oh yeah,
on her
she
iPhone.
does. So
What? More
like
stuff?
goodies?
Oh, cool! Oh
some
man,
devil
Fucking
stuff.
Darth Maul shit. Yeah, that's dope.
You want to share your portion?
It's like Oni style Darth Maul.
Oh, that's so
Darth
cool.
Maul.
Got my robe.
You got
and
goodies?
then my
Thank you, sir.
my X-Men.
But again, thank you for
Thank you guys for all for being here again.
man,
Really do appreciate it.
for having me again.
Shout out to El Guapo. Let me hit the button again.
Thank you.
I'm hoping I pushed the right button. It could be the boo. I don't know. I'm
You're
not
probably
sure.
right.
You know what?
That's gonna make
in
it
the
funnier,
camera,
though.
behind the camera, helping us out.
Thanks
Eric for
all-
making me cry, you bitch.
That was
Yeah,
fucking
goddammit.
legendary.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck you, asshole.
I love it when you.
You know what's even worse is that I was the one before I got mine. I was like, "Nah, man. Last time I was like, hold it together, bro."
No, you were there.
We got it, and then
you
you
were
got
there.
me.
I saw your eyes all glossing over.
Yeah, no, there's something about it,
Nah.
man. Jonas, our
Nah, I
gracious
got you,
host
bro.
Jonas, for having us again.
Like, for real, I went to
Beautiful.
my story
I
shoot
like
to
to
look
thank
for
my-
your guys' comics because I know
Thank
you
you,
guys
El
would appreciate it
Capitan.
more
You know
than
what's
I
funny?
would.
We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh shit! Well, okay.
Hey,
so-
Guapo!
It's me.
Yeah.
Harry!
Yo!
Jedi Master Jonas!
It's Bluey.
Directors from the background! And your boy, Teardrop Tony.
Teardrop Tony.
Thank you guys for being here. Really do appreciate it. Fashion!